All right. We are on episode 21 of the story thus far, which makes us legal to drink, guys. Sweet drinks are on Kohl.
Way ahead of you.
Nice. So now that we are 21, I was thinking you're breaking lead.
Projectile lead.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, seriously.
Shooting lead.
But since we're 21 now, guys, I was listening to the last episode, and I did notice. Now, I don't condone drinking excessively. However, a good drinking game, I think, and we should try one day as we're playing, every time Tara says, so to speak, like the last game session, she said so to speak
a lot.
at least 6 or 7 times, and I was thinking, if this is a drinking game, we'd be drunk within the first half hour.
Actually, it's not just this episode, too. I noticed that
You say it just
I
generally
say it a lot.
Yes.
Like, because I'm trying
so
to, like,
speak.
I'm kind of, like, trying not to be an asshole.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I guess.
If she's in on that, though, she could use it against us.
Well, that's, yeah, she can murder us if she wants
So to
to.
speak, guys.
So to speak, and everybody just, that would be bad.
I will bring the booze. I will bring it.
No.
We don't want to
I don't know if the risk is worth the reward.
Oh, it's worth it.
We don't want to How I Met Your Mother this with Robin Scharovski finding out about her drinking game and like, okay, I'm gonna put him in more now.
Yeah.
No.
I did notice that, and I was thinking, wow, that would be an amazing drinking game. But
so to speak.
So to speak, which is apt for number 21 for us. So we're 21 now.
Awesome.
So we're just gonna go through the announcements really quick. So. Tara.
Instagram, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
It's at _story thus far.
It's been a while since we've done announcements before the show, and I think we should continue to do that.
Yes.
So remind me if I forget. Sean, I was about to call you Talbot.
It was on the tip of the tongue.
You saw me processing any response. I was like,
too.
who's that guy sitting at the end of my bed? Oh, it's Talbot, Sean.
But Sean knows that it's storythusfar@yahoo.com.
All right. So if that is all, we are going to go into episode 21 of the story thus far. Daedalus, Hartwell, Barag Drak, Tara Highhill have come to Baldur's Gate. But their victory against the ancient red dragon named Syndra, was it worth the toll that they paid? Talbot of the Seven Fingers, herald of Hestia and founding member of the heroic mercenary band called Valor's Ransom, fell in battle. You knew I was going to mess that up. His body actually dissipated, only leaving his physical belongings, which Daedalus you collected. The 3 remaining members did indeed make it back to Rodtail, who seemed genuinely remorseful once he was notified that Talbot had fallen in battle. But he did notify you that there were representatives from the Order of Hestia that were seeking out Talbot. He also invited you to a formal gathering to meet the 4 dukes. The 4 dukes basically comprised the ruling, governing party within the walls of Baldur's Gate. And they are actually descendants of the original settlers of Baldur's Gate, who all happen to be privateers and sailors of the high seas. Before Rodtail had left, however, Barag had cashed in that fat favor from an ancient black-red dragon in the form of unrestricted access to the Merchant's Quarter, and by extension, the Omnium Continuum. Tara, you noticed some scripture in Thieves' Cant as you entered the port city. It's a form of communication known only to rogues and disreputable people, such as yourself. Tara, you went and investigated, and you spoke to a leatherworker and his spouse, his wife, who actually owned the building that you saw the Thieves' Cant on. Eventually, you made your way to the roof of the building, which was kind of like this makeshift hangout for desperate rogues. There, Tara, you learned that the guild has ramped up activity within the last year. And you also learned that the guild has Valor's Ransom in its sights. But the reason why is still a mystery. Meanwhile, Daedalus and Barag, you shuffled off to the Clamhammer, and Barag, you and Ellis began haggling over a potential sale of the Clamhammer. However, you settled on just 3 rooms for rent for the evening. As Barag and his shrunken head were haggling for a room, Daedalus, you were met by a hippogriff named Bentley. Bentley, a 7-foot-tall humanoid with features of a hippopotamus, thick gray skin, meaty digits, dressed to the nines in a pressed and proper military uniform, sword at his side, and a weapon that you've never seen before. He was a kind gentleman, Daedalus. He buys you a drink, he buys you dinner, before announcing to you that he's going to kill you the next day. After which, he leaves you alone with your meal and your thoughts. Tara, you found yourself in the evening on the docks, waiting for the ships to come in, like a woman of questionable morals might. But there you were, and you spoke to a uni-handed orc privateer and captain of a ship called the Gorgeous Orc. Common ground was discovered, and Captain Gramgosh promised to keep an open scope to the ocean's horizon and send a raven should he spot Tara's tears on the open ocean. After promising to foot the drinking bill for Gramgosh and his crew, you rejoined Barag and Daedalus Hartwell back at the Clamhammer. And the 3 of you drank the night away, sharing tales of Talvis of the 7 Fingers. The 3 of you rose the next day to prepare for the formal to be held at the Merchant's Quarter, where you would be given entry as a guest of Rodtail. As you exited the Clamhammer, Daedalus, you were attacked with a weapon that sounded like cannon fire, but that you had never seen before, and you took 2 shots to the chest. True to his word, Bentley had laid in wait and ambushed you, and soon the battle was joined. The fight was severely disjointed, as Bentley's trap was to isolate each one of you, keeping you confused and on the defensive. A stratagem that was working. As Daedalus lay in wait, awaiting for his inevitable demise, a stranger sauntered from the port city's crowd, a tiefling stranger with intent in his eyes and purpose in his stride. A stranger by the name of Kohl had come to call. Pistols hung low on his hips as he and Bentley shared words, and just like that, a thunderous crack split the air, and then split Bentley's head right between his eyes. Kohl was a bounty hunter here on business, and business was pretty good. After a quick introduction, Kohl had advised the remaining members of Valor's Ransom. I'm going to mess that up tonight and call you Ransom's Valor. I know I am. Valor's Ransom. He told you guys that he had news for you. But is he an ally? Or is he an enemy? Friend or foe? Saint or sinner? Maybe a little of both. Valor's Ransom. Kohl, what would you like to do?
Are we at the Clamhammer now?
You are just entering the Clamhammer. Ellis, after having locked it behind you, opened the door once all the dust had settled. You have your bounty has now been certified by the Flaming Fist Mercenary Guard, so you can cash that in whenever you feel.
Okay.
But yes, the doors have once again opened. Ellis, and he's the only one in there right now, and he's just kind of has his hand pressed against the window, his face pressed against the window, kind of looking at all the commotion that's going on. Everybody is kind of in a state of confusion right now.
What time of day is it?
It's kind of early. Yeah, it's noon o'clock.
And the event that Kohl doesn't know about yet, but that Valor's Ransom is going to, that's supposed to take place this day?
No, it takes place at night, the evening.
But the evening that
yes,
we're...
of the day to
Yeah.
present day.
Got it. Okay, I'm on board.
The DM isn't on board. I have no idea what's going on.
Um,
What are you talking about?
The event with
the guest. We're the guests of Rodtail.
Oh, Rodtail's formal
event, and he doesn't know.
I was just trying to get a sense of
Sure.
where and when we were.
Sure. So you guys all have +1s if you want it. So, but you guys were on your way. Yeah. So you can go find dates at the local brothels if you'd like. Sure, there's an orc captain who would love to escort you. But you guys were on your way to find some formal wear. By the way, Barag, formal military dress is also acceptable at a formal as well. So,
time to bust out the old colors.
You can bust out the old colors if you want. Yeah.
I need to go to a tailor.
So yeah, you guys were on your way to kind of get all G'd out, as it were, before Daedalus almost got turned inside out. And so it's about noon right now.
Alright, never too early or late for a drink, my friend. And this mystery person. What's your name, by the way?
It's Kohl.
Kohl. Got a last name, Kohl? Or is it just Kohl?
It's Kohl for now.
Like a lump of coal?
Sure.
I'm just wrestling with you. Let's get an ale for you.
Sounds the same.
Aye, let's get an ale for the group. For everybody.
So Ellis is kind of looking at all of you and wide-eyed. He just thinks everything that happened right now is just completely incredulous. There's bombs going off, it sounds like. Somebody's head got blown off right in front of the Clamhammer, and then the four of you just kind of walk in very casually, looking for. He's like, somebody. Okay, drinks it is. So
yeah.
To the bar. Sure. So he cracked open a keg, kind of shaking his head, and he's like, "So, Barag, have you thought about the offer for the Clamhammer?" Oh, young miss, he did say that you were the one calling the shots within this group dynamic of Valor's Ransom. Or should I be talking to Daedalus Hartwell? Everybody knows he's a celebrity.
I just pointed at her. Nope, speak of her.
Young miss.
I'm just gonna kind of like give a dirty look back to Daedalus as he points at
The
me.
Clamhammer's up for sale, if you're interested.
I'll tell you what, we'll talk about this in the morning tomorrow.
2,000 gold pieces.
I will think about it, lad.
Fair enough, fair enough. You don't know what you're missing. And you know, actually, that the Clamhammer itself is one of the top spots within Baldur's Gate's lower city. It is always filled at night. To your way of thinking, you're kind of wondering, why is he willing to just dump it for so low? Because he's got to make at least 50, 60 gold a night. So, on a slow night. So, when the ships come in, though, he's raking it in. So he's like, okay, you think on that, little miss. 4 ales, yes? Stranger, what's your name?
Kohl.
Cool. What kind of weapon is that? Is that some sort of wand?
Yeah, of a kind. It's takes care of business for me, but wouldn't be a good idea to demonstrate it in here.
No, don't.
You can like we can go outside and I can.
No, I trust you.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So you just kind of like, you see a little bead of sweat where you just kind of intimidated him, even incidentally. But he's like, oh, okay.
Just calling it like I said.
Yeah. So he gets 4 tall pints of ale, and he goes, so what do you guys have on your agenda today?
Aye, well, we gotta get all dressed up fancy for some formal event today.
Well, where's this formal event? It's not at the Clamhammer. Don't tell me it's in the merchant's quarter.
Aye, it is actually.
Brog, they wouldn't let your 4-toed having ass up in the merchant quarter. You know that, and I know that.
Maybe you should go talk to Rodtail then. If you
Oh,
know who
Rodtail. I know who Rodtail is. He comes in here slinking in at night. He thinks I don't see him. I see him.
Aye, well, talk to him then.
I believe
They might let me in there.
it.
I just have to hide the
Standards
footnotes.
have dropped then, Barag. Standards have fallen at the merchant's quarter.
Well, if they're letting that one in, and I point over at Daedalus, then I think I have no problem.
Daedalus just kind of waves.
With a smile, with all his nails hanging out of his teeth and everything.
You see what I mean? You see the nails, right?
I see the nails.
We all see the nails.
Yeah, and they have a problem letting me in. I
Sure.
think I would
I'm
probably
just
win.
gonna tap Daedalus
At
on the
least
back.
Daedalus-
It's okay.
At least Daedalus is
Okay.
entertaining.
Aww.
Can be. And I'm
Meanwhile,
just gonna chug a bunch of ale and.
And move on. It's like when you say can be, I just start juggling like magic eldritch balls. It's like
There
Yeah.
And then,
magical balls.
From behind Barag, you hear, "Look at that jackass juggle."
And as soon as I hear that, what is that? And I pull out one of my pistols and point it in the
I
direction.
just heard a sound come somewhere from Barag's.
Hold up, put the pistol
I'm pointing
away.
it not like at him, but kind of at him.
Like, whoa, the hostility, man. Relax. Put the
What is
pistol
it?
away. And I'm gonna reach behind my pack and pull out the shrunken head.
So you see this kind of mummified small head, no bigger than your fist. Stringy black hair, a lot of it's falling out.
My hand kind of moves with the head so that it's pointing at, my gun's pointing at the head rather than Brog himself, but I'm just kind of tracking it.
So you hear him say, "What is this, a stick up? Should I have my hands in the air? Oh wait, I have no body, 'cause I'm a shrunken head, you jackass."
So I look at Brog. You want me to kill it?
Hell no! First of all, expensive. Second of all, he tells me
You
the
paid
time.
for that.
I tell
Yeah.
the time, and I know where north is all the time. Besides,
Exactly.
who do you think is the brains behind Valor's ransom? None of these mooks. The brains died a few days ago, so I've taken shop. I've taken over.
I'm gonna cover his mouth at that point and be like, don't listen to him on that one. I'm sure.
I want to keep him quiet. I think I might kill it.
No, please don't kill him. He's actually quite useful. He may have a sailor's mouth on him, but he's quite useful.
I have no problem with that, but he's a little obnoxious, I must say.
Yeah, well.
yeah, he's not all that
Kind of
bad.
side,
Once you get to
holster
know
my
him,
pistol,
please don't kill him.
and I turn to Ellis and I drop 5 gold on the bar. And say, consider this a deposit for anything I might break in the next 24 hours.
Please don't break anything in my bar. It's all I have.
So 5 for now. And I just push it towards him.
For now.
If I don't break anything, I'm coming back for it though.
Understood. Understood. You are not a man to be trifled with.
I just nod at him. You paid for that thing.
Yes, I paid for this thing.
So as you guys are kind of chatting at the bar, you see a middle-aged man with a full black beard and mustache, graying sides on the side of his temples, long hair kind of tied in a ponytail in the back, beautiful silver armor with a symbol of Hestia right in the chest. Long cape, very big long sword, kind of like at his side. Walks and looks very pleasant. So, excuse me, my name is Marcus. I'm looking for Talbus. Has anybody seen him?
It's her fault, and I'm gonna point at Tara.
I will talk to you, lad. Come with me. Ellis?
Sure. I just need to speak to Talbus.
You will have to talk to me first. Ellis, please make sure nobody disturbs us.
This is not your personal place.
So I'm gonna
Buy it if you want it.
I'm just gonna chuck a gold piece at him and hit him right square in the forehead.
Make a dexterity check, please.
Just because I can. Natural 16 plus 19. So yeah, it's 19.
19. All right. This is gonna be a match dexterity. Let's see what Ellis rolls.
Oh no.
17, 18. So his hand comes up quicker than you would have thought. But his hand comes up to try and catch the gold coin. However, you nailed him right between the eyes. It's just a split second too late, and it just kind of falls on the bar, and then just does like that real long twirling thing where it's a ding, 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 ding,
Nope.
you know what I mean? And everybody's just staring at the gold coin, waiting for it to stop until it finally does. 10 seconds later, and he kind of looks at you. He rubs the middle of his forehead, and he's like, "I remember that, Barack."
You also remember the platinum I gave you. Yeah, exactly.
So he goes over to the door and locks it. And so Marcus looks at Terra and are you all Baldur's Ransom?
3 of us are.
Aye, 3.
Okay. Maybe we should sit.
Hi. Why don't we find a table to
Okay.
your liking?
So you guys find a table.
I stay at the bar and I just take my gambling set out and just kind of start absent-mindedly rolling a few dice around
Sure.
while they're taking care of their business.
Sure. There's a game that you've been you're basically an expert at called Pirate's Bones, and you are fleecing people at the Clamhammer when it comes to Pirate's Bones.
Okay.
Your what is it? Your deception and your insight is so high that you're starting to get a little bit of a reputation as like a high stakes gambler. People you're actually even heard of in Waters Deep, the city just north of Baldur's Gate, because there's a very big legal gambling circuit, and everybody's heard of some bounty hunter over in Baldur's Gate that's just fleecing everybody. So you're getting a bit of a reputation as a gamer.
Okay.
But so he sits looking very concerned. He just kind of puts his hand on the table, and so he says, "Please tell me."
He's dead, lad. He's dead. Talvis has perished in a job with us.
What sort of job? He stopped Zayn to Zane and...
Ever heard of a red dragon?
Those are just myths, from my understanding.
They are most definitely not, my dear.
So you guys fought a red dragon with Talvis and he fell.
Yes.
So you see him get completely deflated. Like he just turns completely pale. This very pleasant man who kind of walked into the bar. You just see all the color kind of leave his body. His shoulders, once very proud and strong, just kind of slump all at one time. You have no idea how important to the Order of Hestia Talvis is still. They're erecting a statue of him as we speak in the Merchant Court.
Well then, I'm going to look to Barag. We may have some things I believe Talvis would have wanted the Order to have.
So you see him take a very deep breath, and his eyes kind of widen a little bit. The prayer beads and the battle hymn of Hestia and the hearth of Hestia, those are still in your possession?
Of course. We wouldn't leave his...
So you see him kind of like breathe a very big sigh of relief, and he puts his hand on the edge of the table and grasps it. So he kind of reaches over and puts his rather large armored hand on top of your very small halfling hand, and he gives it a squeeze. Not a tight squeeze, but just like he needs something to hold on to right now. Like you may have just given him the one thing that he needs to hold on to at this moment. I hate to ask, but these are holy relics. I was going to take them back to the Order, if that's okay.
I can tell you from personal experience, I believe they would be best with you.
I believe that Talvis, although I did not know him, that any man who served Hestia would want these very specific items within our charge. I think that they're probably best served there, waiting for the next, I suppose.
I believe you're right, lad. And so I'm gonna nod to Barag and kind of like, hopefully he knows, to kind of like take out the prayer beads and the hearth of Hestia.
I think it was Daedalus who had
Yeah,
that. Daedalus
think about
grabbed all that stuff.
you, but Barag had the hearth.
I have the hearth, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I picked up the hearth, but he picked up the prayer beads and
Okay.
the other thing. But I have the hearth.
Okay, so I'm gonna look to Daedalus. Lad, would you do me a favor? Take out those prayer beads and whatever else we found on Talvis that belongs to Hestia.
So I bring out the beads and the battle hymn, and I set it in front of him, in front of the guy, and I push it over.
As you are going through Talvis' stuff, because you just grabbed his pack and his belongings and took it with you.
Yeah.
So you put the battle hymn on the table.
Mm-hmm.
You put the prayer beads on the table, but when you put the prayer beads on the table, you accidentally grabbed 2 crossbow bolts. One of them has Barag's name written on it, and the other one has Daedalus Hartwell written on it.
What are these? I was like, why are our names on these?
Oh,
Aww.
damn. Does that say my ass bolt on it, too?
I think it does.
Ah, give it here.
So I give him the bolt, and I keep mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, something to remember him by. And I actually put that into my quiver instead.
Okay. So, Barag.
I kind of play with the bolt for a little bit and swing it, and I attach it to my pack. And I pull out the Hearth of Hestia, and I just kind of hold it in my hands. And
Surprisingly light for something made of stone or marble. You've been studying stonework for quite some time.
yeah,
You really can't identify what sort of mineral this is made of. It's nothing you've ever seen before. Quite light. You still see the leather wrap that Talvis put on the handle of the hearth. So you kind of lay it on the table, and Marcus looks, and he's first Johan and now Talvis. Both good men. Both done fine work. You, too, have done fine work. My name is... I guess I told you my name is Marcus. I'm sorry. Consider yourselves friends of the Order. We are in your debt.
If-
Everybody's in Talvis' debt. And his voice cracks for just a second. And he just kind of clears his throat. Everybody's in Talvis' debt. And yours. If you need us, you just tell us.
If I may, I guess you can say, ask a favor,
So to speak.
so to speak. Talvis. When we drove off Zayn to Zayn, there were a lot of people, casualties, but a lot of people who
Make
followed.
an insight check.
– 16.
Okay. As the name, the words Zayn to Zayn come out of your mouth, you see him kind of wince and just kind of look away for a second, and then meet your gaze again as you say her name. He seemed very uncomfortable hearing her name.
It would be grateful, I think, to Talvis if you were to send at least a few clerics to help, I guess. We have those who wish to follow Hestia, do her work, but they need to start somewhere. Talvis was to start that. But since he is gone, they are at this point leaderless at their temple that they are building.
Yes, we helped begin the Alderman Wolster in that fetid swamp when the Lorwick Dales fell and Zain Zane was on a rampage. We've continued to support the Lorwick Dales and those who have survived her murderous rampage.
So I'm gonna kind of just sigh in relief, kind of just like finally knowing that they're helping, and kind of like a weight just lifted off my shoulders. And I'm gonna just kind of slump back. That's good to hear, lad. That was very good to hear. I'm just gonna half smile a little bit.
So he looks at you, all three of you. Tara, he gives you a hug.
So I hug him back.
Barag, he clamps you on your shoulder. Good, strong grip.
And I grab him by his chest plate and just shake him a good one.
And then he just bangs his fist on his chest. A good dwarven salute.
Aye.
And Daedalus, he goes up to you and he grabs you by your hand, and with kind of like a double-fisted, like, handshake. I forgot what a handshake was, guys.
One of those.
Yeah, you know, the thing where the hand goes in the other hand, and it goes up and down.
And they shake.
Yeah. What's it called? So, gives you like one of those double pump Trump specials where he's just like, but gives you a hearty handshake, and thank you all.
No, thank you. You've given, or at least I could say for myself, you've given us a kind of relief.
Yes. If there's ever any need, please come find us.
And how do we find you?
We have a church in the Merchant Quarter.
A
Temple. It's a small temple.
I don't know how to get into the Merchant Quarter without, knowing people.
It's true. It's true. We do have missionaries throughout the city, however. So.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay. So he collects the Hearth of Hestia, the prayer beads, and the battle hymn, and he slowly walks out. And as he's walking out, you see a dwarven gentleman walk in. This dwarven gentleman has a kind of it's almost like a laundry sack, a big green laundry sack. Probably has all of his earthly belongings in it. He's wearing no shirt, just wearing like work pants, boots, big bushy beard. Probably been out on the ocean for quite some time. I need everybody except Kohl to make an intelligence check.
Oh, not good for me. Why?
With advantage.
Oh,
With advantage.
that's nice.
20.
Oof. Let's see. 17.
19.
You all instantly recognize him. He told you that when you needed him, like a good sailor, you would be his captain and he would be your man.
Oh!
Greer Nordsock finally made it to Baldur's Gate from the Alderman Wolster.
Yay!
So he walks in as Marcus walks out. He's like, "What? I need a drink." And he looks at you guys and goes, "You sons of bitches! You made it!"
And I'm gonna say that like at the same time as he did, like, "You son of a bitch!"
So he goes over, he has his arms out wide, and he goes, "I can't believe it! Where's Thomas?"
So we're kind of gonna just...
Here's an ale! Give me another ale now! I'm gonna yell that at Ellis. Stat!
I heard all about it. I just wanted to make you guys feel really fucking uncomfortable. Trust me, I did something amazing once. Actually, a lot of us from the Alderman Wolster did something amazing once we heard Talbot fell. The news traveled quickly.
I just sent the raven out, huh? Wonder if they got it already.
They know.
How's Milkune? How's the little one doing?
Don't know. She went to some monk temple with your brother. As a matter of fact,
With my brother. Hold on. I thought she was, staying in the Lordwick Dales. Why, that little Casanova, I knew he had it in him.
well, he went to a train or something. I'm not quite sure.
Yes, he went with, what was his name now? He was cute, I know. I mean, Rory, yes. Yes, Rory.
He went with Rory.
Yeah, yes. Ignore that last statement.
Why are you
there.
blushing, dear?
How can you tell? This is a foreign feeling for me still, if you
Yes,
can't tell.
Well, he and Rory are at a temple right now, training. Rory said he's trying to, how did he put it, get his scent or whatever. But yeah, he took off with your brother. Milkune followed not soon after.
I knew it, he had it in him. What a good boy.
He's a good lad.
Well,
So, when do we shove off?
we need to take care of, you-know-who first.
Yeah, but I figured you'd take care of that. I mean, you're stopping gods from coming from, wherever they come from pretty quickly, so I figured you'd have your ship in tow already.
She hasn't come into docks yet. Whatever it is that bitch is doing out there, she's taking an awful long time doing it.
You're talking about sea wolves, eh?
Probably.
It's probably why she's keeping away. A lot of the boats are. Sea
Yes.
wolves are something fierce. I worked a ship for a couple of weeks. That's why I'm so gorgeous and tanned.
I was gonna say you look a little darker there.
Yeah. Work a commercial fishing vessel. Keep me from getting bored. Really was jonesing to get out on the ocean. But we make sure to dock before that sun sets.
I'm just waiting for her to come back in, and hopefully we can settle this mess.
Let me show you what we did for Talus. So he turns around, and on his back you see a beautiful piece of artwork that it has almost an English script. It says V, and the V kind of goes into an R, and around it there's a circle around the VR, and then on the top of the circle is a hearth of Hestia, and then on another side it's two daggers kind of crossed. On another side it's Chimera Rising, and on the other side it's a broom and a wand kind of crossed. So he says, yeah, bunch of us got him. I mean, you all saved us. It's the least we can do, right?
You're a good man, and so I'm gonna kind of...
I'm your man, miss. Speaking of men, he kind of looks over to Kohl. Excuse me. And he smiles and he walks over to Kohl. How you doing there?
Doing okay. Who,
Not a sailor, are you? Looking a little soft in the middle.
I've spent some time on ships, but I'm not exactly a sailor.
So he make an intelligence check.
Not good. 6.
All right. So he says, what's your situation, huh? Wife, girlfriend, boyfriend?
None.
Oh, available.
For work.
And other things.
What are you trying to suggest, friend?
I'm trying to suggest, would you like me to buy you a drink?
I think I'm okay, but thank you.
Well, you just let me know when you need to be filled up.
So I kind of put my hand on my gun, the butt of my gun, where the holster's at.
Oh.
Like
Putting it on the pistol, very phallic. I'm not that type of guy, though.
I bet. What's your name?
You're very forward.
So I just turn around and continue to roll more dice.
Sure. So he goes and takes a drink at the bar. So yeah, what do you guys do?
I'm going to actually go and start.
Daedalus, you're bleeding.
Passing
So
out.
you've been bleeding this whole time. By the way, I need everybody to make an intuition. Intuition? It's not Marvel, guys. This is not
It can be.
1987. Oh, don't get me tempted.
Dum, dum,
I need everybody to make a perception roll, please.
20.
These dice is done for tonight.
I know what you're getting for Christmas. You're getting a dice gel.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably
13.
sooner than that. 13.
13.
13 as well.
20.
Daedalus?
I rolled bad like a 3.
3. All right. You're the only one that hears it. But in the rooms, now the bar is empty. It's just you guys and Ellis, Greer, and Kohl. And as everybody's just kind of chatting casually, you hear something coming from the room that you guys were in, where all of the loot from the dragon cave was.
So,
You're the only one that hears it, though.
So, I'm gonna start. Can I stealth and try to walk in and see if they
You
notice?
can walk over there in stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Roll your stealth.
22.
22. Effectively hidden. So what do you do?
So I'm gonna kind of like press my ear up against the door.
You heard something fall from the bar, but you don't hear anything now.
So I'm gonna kind of creak the door a little bit.
So as you creak the door, you see 2 figures. They're all dressed in almost like monastic gear, but it's a very dark red, almost maroon. They've got full hoods on with a mask over their face, and it looks like they're loading the last of the loot from the dragon cave into a horse and buggy waiting outside the window.
So I'm gonna walk up behind them and hold my daggers up to their necks.
Okay. Let me make a perception roll. Okay. So you've got 2 of them. There's a total of 6 of them. But you've got your dagger around the necks of the 2 that are inside.
So lads, what are we doing here?
Roll for initiative. Since you could have taken a surprise attack if you wanted to. But you've announced yourself effectively. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some initiative. What'd you roll? Little
It was
lady?
cock die first, and then 15.
Modified 20. Terra. Okay, so they are going to. All right, so rather than taking an attack, they are taking a disengage action, and they're both flying right out the window to the buggy waiting outside, the cart waiting outside, the horse-drawn cart, with 4 other men kind of waiting, and then you just hear the smack of the leather reins as the cart pulls away very quickly.
So as they're starting to fly out, I'm gonna yell for Brog and Daedalus to. I'm gonna yell from the room.
Yeah.
Go around back. We got thieves.
All right. So
shit.
you hear it.
Yeah.
You hear, all of you hear it. Greer hears it too, and so does Ellis. Ellis grabs his club from beneath the bar. Everybody comes running to the. Actually, Ellis and Greer come running to the room. What do you guys do?
I'm going to go out front door and run towards the back.
Okay.
I'm going to follow.
Okay. Great.
Cole, are you coming? As I run out the door.
So I'll go around the back with them.
Okay. So I will say that you guys have 1 shot to try to grab onto the cart. Now the Clamhammer is in the lower city, so it's going to go right out the front gate. So you're on the main thoroughfare to the front gate from where the street is. So go ahead and make a strength check, all of you. Yes. At disadvantage because this is a moving target.
Trying to grab onto the cart?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Oh, yes!
What'd you roll?
18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 27. Modified.
That's at disadvantage?
That's at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
This is straight strength?
Straight strength.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. So all three of you head out to the street and you see this cart with 6 scarlet robed men snapping the reins. The cart has 2 horses. You hear Barag yell for assistance, and he manages to grab on. Essentially, he gets right in the middle of the street and goes, "Ha!" And the horses come right to him, and he's like right between the 2 horses as the cart is still going. But you guys just barely miss the traveling cart. What do you do?
So, I'm gonna actually investigate where they... Is it only the window that they came through, or...?
Well, yeah, they were actually passing the loot through the window from the room to the cart waiting just outside.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell Greer, stay here, lad. Make sure there's nobody else that's gonna come in or out. Ellis, just keep hand to the bar. And so I'm gonna run out.
So Ellis says, in or out? I gotta make a living, doll. You can buy this place if you'd like and close it whenever the hell you'd like.
So, as he says that, I'm running and going, toodaloo.
Toodaloo. Take an inspiration. Alright, so you meet up with Kohl and Daedalus essentially at the corner of a building. Because you were on one street, they were on another street, and you kind of see the cart going towards the gate. So Barag, what are you doing?
So I'm holding on to the horses, right? Like,
you're holding on to both horses, yeah.
So I'm like in the front.
But you are a dwarf, so they are very, very big. I mean, horses, most people don't realize just how big a fucking horse is.
Yeah.
Horses are fucking huge, and they will kill you.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I don't want to die.
Yeah. So you're grabbing onto some of the leather straps on the horse, and it's a rough ride, man, because it's cobblestone, and you know that if you fall and get trampled or caught on your foot or caught between the wheels and the cobblestone, that might be it for Brock. Yeah. So you're in between the 2 horses right now, and as you kind of like secure your handholds on the reins on the leather harnesses, that the horses have, you kind of look up and you see the driver of the cart looking at you. Then another head pops, and then one of them has a bow and arrow kind of like strung, like pointing right at you. But it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna get myself upright onto one of the horses.
Sure, make an animal handling check. Guys, I will never say. Please give me opportunities to say make an animal handling check. I love it so much.
It'd be 11.
11.
Yeah.
I will say you let go of one of the harnesses to put both hands on one of the horses, and as you let go, you're not able to get that second hand on that one harness, and you're literally just being dragged by one hand on the side of a horse, and you guys are going right out the gates of Baldur's Gate.
How far away are they from?
They're a pretty good distance. They're hauling ass.
So are they out of
they are about
shot
to,
range?
I'll say you can get a shot.
Because the long range is, I had it here somewhere, it's 240, I believe?
Yeah, you can definitely get a shot. I will say at disadvantage.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot with both pistols at whoever appears to be guiding the cart, driving it.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so let's see here. It's going to be 2 attack rolls. One of them, it's going to be my proficiency plus dexterity.
It's going to be your
case.
proficiency plus dexterity, yes. To hit.
Right.
Right.
And the damage, the bonus to damage is
Your
is the-
dexterity
just the
modifier.
dexterity.
Not proficiency,
Right.
just dexterity modifier.
Okay. So it's just
So,
like a
and
melee.
it's going to be a 1d8 because you're using dual wield rather
Right.
than just the one.
Right. And one of my pistols does have +1 to attack and damage.
Go for it.
Okay. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, that was a 4. Okay, so on the first shot we have, it's going to be a 27.
27 does hit.
Okay, and the second one is not so good, but that's going to be a. Well, it's actually be a 29 is the first one. This one is going to be 9 plus 13, 15.
15 does not hit, unfortunately. Okay. So go ahead and roll damage.
It's going to be 8 damage.
Okay. So you take out your pistols, you quickly twirl them in your hand, and you take 2 shots. One of them goes wide, but the other one, you're like, you got him trained. You got him right there. And so as the shot fires, the driver turns around with one hand, and he grabs the bullet with his hand right out of the air. What's your armor class?
16.
16. Is going to be 18. So he grabs the bullet out of the air, spins around with the momentum of the bullet, and then tosses it right back at you and nails you with your own bullet. As the car continues to go, you're going to take 9 points of piercing damage.
Well, that's new.
Yeah. Deflect missile is awesome.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Monks rule.
Do they now?
Well, he did say monastic.
Oh yeah,
That's the first thing I said, guys.
Monastic, yeah.
I was like, man, I was like, oh gosh, freaking.
Yeah, they're pretty badass. What do you do, Brock?
So
Wait, I'm sorry, before we go there. So, you get hit with the bullet that gets thrown at you. So what are you guys going to do?
Would a crossbow be able to read?
At disadvantage.
I'll try it. I'm gonna try and hit the wheel though.
Okay, go for it. Now, I should tell you that if you want to turn in an inspiration to cancel out the disadvantage, you can do that.
There you go, because that's a good roll.
What's your roll?
26.
Bullseye. All right. So as Tara takes out the crossbow, she aims for the wheel, and as the cart is leaving Baldur's Gate, quickly, the crossbow bolt completely destroys one of the wheels. So the cart is now going on 3 wheels, and you feel the whole cart kind of buckle to one side as one of the corners is being dragged along behind the cart. But you know that the cart will not last long on 3 wheels. They're either going to have to stop or the cart will be destroyed. But yeah, you got a bullseye. You managed to compromise the integrity of the cart, and the cart is slowing down.
Alright, lads, what are you guys standing there with your thumbs up your ass? Well, Kohl, you can... Here's a little thing for that. And I'm going to pass him like a regular potion.
A healing potion?
A regular healing potion.
Take it off your inventory.
Yes.
So I uncork it and swig it, and then take off running towards the wagon.
Go for it.
And
All right.
I follow after him.
Okay. So what size healing potion is that? Is it just healing, greater healing, superior, or?
Just normal. So it's
2d4 plus 2. Okay. All right. So Kohl quickly grabs the shimmering red liquid of healing potion, pops the cork off, and downs it quickly, and you guys go running out of the gates of Baldur's Gate. And easily enough, the trail is easy to pick up. I mean, you see 2 sets of wheel tracks in the dirt. However, at some point you see splinters of wood and Tara's crossbow bolt, which is now bent almost in a U shape. Now you just see like drag marks in the dirt. Easy enough to follow. Brog. You're still moving, but you're very slow.
Am I in the middle or on the right?
You're in the middle.
I'm in the middle still.
But you are on one horse, and you are close to being dragged. As a matter of fact, your feet hit the ground as soon as that wheel kind of disintegrates. Your feet hit the ground, and you're kind of running alongside the horse as you still have, the harness.
Okay, so I'm going to actually. No, I'm going to try to right myself again. Get on.
Make an animal handling check. I love it. I wish I could run a whole D&D campaign of just make an animal handling check.
Yeah. That would be 16.
Let's play Tarzan.
Yeah. Craft the story.
16.
16. Okay, easy enough. So you're able to kind of hop along next to the horse, and you get enough velocity where you're able to get on top of the horse, and you look behind you, and you see 6 clothed monks looking right at you.
Shit.
What do?
I'm just gonna try to be like, hi. Kind of just wave at them, and then I'm gonna try to get to the next horse to get closer to them.
Okay. So as you do that, I will say, roll initiative for you. I'm gonna add you into the initiative.
Okay.
Am I still in the initiative?
You are still in the initiative, and once these 2 come in, they'll be added.
I'll give you an inspiration for that. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
I will work that off in just a minute. 16.
So, Terry, you had a 13 on your initiative, yes? What did you have?
No, 15.
15. So, thank you for that. I'm going to get an updated initiative tracker, Sean.
Okay.
With your character.
Oh, okay.
You have no idea what I've been up to this week, but you will soon know.
Cool.
So,
has something to do with the initiative tracker?
Nothing to do with the initiative tracker.
Okay, something different.
But you're still going to like it.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so,
Dun, dun, dun.
yeah. This is kind of like the measure of how much a DM loves his group. You're going to be like, yeah, alright. So, as you kind of right yourself, you look back and you see one of the monks just kind of like, he's just standing with both hands kind of clasped in front of him, not kind of trying to steady himself. He seems to be able to balance himself without even trying, and he just takes one step onto the horse's rear and one step onto the back of the horse, and he's just looking down at you as he's just standing right on top of the on the horse without having to grab any of the harness. And he is going to do. Okay, so.
Oh no.
24 hit?
Yes.
And he gets a second attack. 15 hit?
No.
Okay, so quickly you see just a flurry of kicks right to that. As a matter of fact, he's going to spend a key point for 2 more attacks. Natural 20.
Woo! Ouch. It's gonna hurt.
16?
No.
Okay. So 2 out of 4 hit. The damage on that is going to be 6 points of magic damage. And 13 points of magic damage for a total of 19 points of magic damage. So you see you hear him go, yeah! And then you just see his foot, his leg is a blur. You don't even see it, but you feel yourself get kicked twice right in the head, and you feel like one of your teeth get loose completely. So, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at him and be like, that's the best you got, man?
So he looks at you and he says, no, it isn't.
Oh, good, because that was like, God, like the sissiest move ever. I'm gonna flare kick him in the face.
Take an inspiration, sir.
And I'm just gonna spin in his face, and I'm going to actually try to attempt to kick him off the horse.
Wow! Trying to match a monk, kick for kick. I like it. All right, go for it.
But dwarven dropkick style.
Aww.
So you are trying to drop kick him?
Yeah, off the horse.
Like wrestling. Okay.
I'm trying.
No. Just stop the conversation right there. Because I love this. Alright, so what is your total attack?
17.
17, okay.
Yeah.
So Barag gets onto the back of his horse and he looks at the monk and he says, is that the best you got? Just a couple of sissy flurry kicks? And he spits at him, and Barag, in Barag type fashion, basically does a rocket kick right to the monk, who just, like, with his hands still clasped in front of his chest, just moves to the side, and Barag goes right off the cart. Right into the dirt, taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage. So Barag, you just get kind of tumbled into the ground. And make it just like this long trail of Barag fluids on the desert.
Do we see this?
On the sandstone. Make an intuition.
No chance I could
No
grab
perception.
anything as I'm falling?
Perception check. Thank you so much.
No problem.
God damn.
No chance I could grab anything as I'm falling, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I get it.
16.
You sure did. Yeah, you saw him fly right off the cart. And it wasn't that he got pushed. He kind of pushed himself off the cart.
So, I'm gonna like kind of look at Daedalus to see if he saw it.
Sure.
And then look back at the pile of dwarven.
The dwarven mess on the
Yeah.
sandstone floor.
I think we just saw dwarven ballet here, lad.
Yeah, like Barag left a trail of, like, there's a sword there, and then 30 feet there's another sword there, and then another 30 feet there's a cap of water breathing. Like, it's just a trail of Barag stuff left on the sandstone until you just see this lump of meat on the sandstone that is Barag. So you guys do catch up to Barag, but as you catch up to Barag, you do see that the cart has lost yet another wheel, and it's the back half of the cart is being completely dragged, and the two front wheels now are wobbling. They're not going to last too much longer.
I'll give them points for tenacity, but that's about it.
Yeah.
They
So-
really want that stuff.
Dude, you know how much gold that is?
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of gold.
It's like, what, 29? No,
49,000.
49,000 pieces of gold, dude.
And gems and all that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
everything that we get. Yeah, so I'm gonna
That's
quickly,
worth the risk. That's a heist, man. That's worth the risk.
I'm gonna quickly stand up, brush off my stuff, and follow my trail of items.
Well, you gotta actually go back
Yeah.
to get the trail. Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna start following my shit as fast as I can to pick everything up.
So I'm gonna turn to Barag as he's doing that. Hurry it up, lad! And just so you know, dwarves cannot fly. I repeat, a dwarf cannot fly. And then I'm gonna just run off.
Whatever you may think, but I think they can.
To Barag is just theory and conjecture. I like it. You know, take another inspiration for that. You're just stacking them up today, dude. I like it. You know what? I like that tenacity remark too. Hey, I like that, Daedalus. I'm throwing inspiration everywhere I can.
You get an inspiration.
You get an inspiration.
Kohl, where the hell are you? We gotta catch this cart.
Where am I at this point? I'm running after
No,
them, right?
no, you are with the group now.
Okay, and the cart is how far from us?
You can see it. It's within. You can get another shot.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 more shots.
Okay. So you see, it's only got 2 wheels left. The whole back half of the cart is completely dragged on the sandstone. The little bits of metal on the cart you can see are creating sparks.
It's still moving though?
It's still moving, but very slow. The cart is in a very bad way.
Okay, so I'm going to take, in that case, 2 shots at the driver again of the cart. Okay. Natural 20 on one, and a, let's see, 19 on the other?
One hits.
Okay.
One does not. So roll the double damage, so 2 dice, double the dice on the crit. There you go.
This would be 16.
16. All right. Let me see if he actually can snatch the bullet from the air.
Oh, it's 17 damage actually. It's plus 1.
17.
So.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So. 22. So again, you had him dead to rights. You see the bullet, and then he quickly turns around and grabs it with 2 fingers and flicks it back at you.
Not again.
What's your armor class?
16.
18.
Oh.
All right. So 7 points of piercing damage. So again, you had him dead to rights. He just literally plucked the bullet from the air and wung it. He wung it almost like when you're skipping a stone on water. He kind of sidearms it right back at you, and you can't react fast enough. Before you know it, you're hit right in the chest with this bullet, this tiny little bullet. Now you know how it feels.
Yeah. Literally.
Yes. But you do see the cart stop. Now, I'll be right back. Right, guys. All right.
Right.
Like that.
Nice.
That's home crafted, guys.
That looks good.
That's styrofoam and paint.
That looks really nice.
Wow.
And I hid this because I didn't want you guys to see it.
Whoa.
So,
Trippy.
this is, believe it or not, this is a paper towel, a thick screw, and glue,
Wow.
and paint.
Wow.
So I'm gonna put this
That's
right
really freaking intricate.
here. I wanted to add trees, but I didn't want trees that kind of blocked the terrain. I wanted them to be usable space.
Yeah.
So this is
really
3 spaces, this is 2 spaces, and this is a single space.
That's pretty
Sweet. That looks really good.
It came out, like I did that in 2 days, and it came out, it was my very first one, my first attempt. It came out so good, I think I'm going to make like 3 or 4 more of those.
Nice.
So,
It's pretty freaking sweet. Like,
I mean, for materials that you know what I mean, just kind of pull from that looks really. I mean, that would look good. You just told me you bought that, so that's pretty. That's pretty good.
thanks man, I appreciate that. Alright, so, we are going to put our... Okay, 2, 3, and 6. Okay, so the cart actually stops. This is going to be the cart right here. Right here. You do see some of the monks kind of circle around, but not too tightly, as you guys are actually coming from this opposite direction. So I'm gonna actually leave this paper off because it looks dumb. All right, so we'll wait for Brog to finish doing what he's doing.
Did you put on pause?
It's like bizarro inspiration. So yeah, I'm actually super happy with that. Yeah.
Wow. It looks great. I mean, the texture and everything is spot on. Really.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do gridless, but I really wanted to keep the integrity of the grid because there's a lot.
I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of features and things that actually use space. So I prefer gridless.
Gridless or with
Grid.
grid?
I mean gridless, with grid rather. Sorry.
So which direction are we supposed to
You
go?
guys are coming this way.
So we're gonna be somewhere over here.
Yes.
Where are we?
So we're coming from
Hold.
this direction. So
Yeah, we'll
where should
hold
we
on.
face?
We'll hold on that action until we get our gunslinger back.
Oh, okay. No, I mean him.
Oh.
Barag
Yeah.
is picking his stuff up still.
You know, I'm just holding my.
No, you guys are all
my-
together now.
Oh, okay.
So he managed to pick his stuff up as he was probably running.
My cap, my swords, everything.
Well, he actually had to run back for a lot of his stuff, and you guys were running towards him. So you
me,
guys,
so
by the time he grabbed his last little bit of gear, his one sword, you guys kind of met and grouped up again.
oh, I'm gonna hold my sword in there.
Yeah.
I found all my shit.
The Lux sword is all bent at a 45-degree angle.
God damn
Nah,
it.
it's
It's not so lucky. I don't think.
The unluck blade.
Yeah.
You know what's so bad? When when you were describing the scene where the one monk was driving the horses and then like one monk popped up. It reminded me of the scene from Jackie Chan Adventures where he's dreaming and he just sees his uncle everywhere and goes, "Ayya, Jackie! Ayya, Jackie!"
That'd be annoying. It's like one ayah is enough. Multiple ayahs? Oh jeez.
And then like
I
at the same
remember that
time when
episode.
he was waking up, they all went, "Ayya, Jackie!" So I instantly thought, I was trying so hard not to laugh.
I was thinking whack.
Ayya, Barag! Ayya, Barag!
It probably would be even worse if he was like had to say one more thing.
And one more thing.
You know, my goal on the wagon was eventually to like cut all the horses away
Oh,
and
really?
just watch them all
That
bolt.
yeah, that would have been awesome.
That's what I was trying for, but then the monk decided to step on the horse.
Well, he's not gonna let you do it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was like, ah. I was hoping to get upright enough to start cutting all the reins and just watch the wagon stall.
And one
Into the
more
dirt.
thing, Mr. Dwarf.
I'm always ready for one more thing.
That one. I'm gonna change that one. This one. So a few of them are gonna have bows. So that one.
It's a very Van Helsing looking character.
It is. That's gonna come to play later.
Oh.
I actually bought that character for a very specific reason.
I would say.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So
In the words of one Han Solo, I have a very bad feeling about this.
all right.
Okay.
So you guys see the cart kind of collapse. A lot of your loot just kind of like all over the sandstone. And you do see kind of like this large, old, gnarled tree. But that's it. Other than that, you just see the cart, you see 6 figures kind of waiting for you, and you do see the remnants of the cart and your treasure kind of laid out all over.
Alright. And where are we placement wise?
So you are actually coming from the north to the south.
Okay.
What border?
So I am going to add Kohl and Davis to the initiative. So go ahead and roll your initiative.
Oh.
Natural one.
Natural 1, alright.
14.
14.
You really need a dice jail, dude.
Yeah, I know. I grabbed this one on accident. That's the one I said I wasn't going to use.
Daedalus
Here.
rolls 14.
Just put it right there in the middle.
Kohl rolls a 1.
Go find
Alright.
a nice river and just toss it in there.
Okay, so Tara, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm actually going to hold my action till after.
Now, you can hold your action, but that means you can't take movement.
Oh, okay.
So you can take your movement first, and then you can say, I hold my action for this specific trigger.
Oh, okay.
But if you say I'm going to hold my action, then you can't take it.
Would stealth be considered an action?
No, you just make a stealth.
Okay.
Roll. It's not an action. Like
Okay.
you are out in the open. If you were to take movement to break line of sight and then roll a stealth, you can do that. There's a very large tree kind of off to your right around 11 o'clock.
So I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna make my movement.
Okay, so take your movement.
It's as close as I can get.
Unfortunately, still have eyes on you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stay.
You could still hold an action, however. If you have a ranged attack, you can hold an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
hold an action.
Okay, so you can actually, most of them are within range of your crossbow. A crossbow has a range, I believe. You've got a light crossbow, yes?
Yes, I have a light crossbow.
A light crossbow has a range of 80 feet. So all of them are well within your crossbow range. So if you wanted to actually take a shot, you could.
I actually also have my braziers of holding, which I believe I can use with my daggers to kind of throw my daggers and then bring them back, so to speak. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to use my braziers of holding with
So
my...
to speak. Okay. So you quickly attach the chains to the bottom of your daggers. The chains are connected to your bracers. I believe you've got for a dagger, you have got a total throwing range on that of 20 or 60 at disadvantage.
.45, so I'll try it at disadvantage just for shits and giggles at this point.
Okay.
And then I also have my dual wield attack, so I'm able to use
Yep.
both.
So both are going to be at disadvantage.
Yes.
So go for it. 17. 17 unfortunately misses.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your second thrown dagger attack.
Tiefling look. Can I use that with disadvantage or no?
I would say disadvantage. Your halfling luck would cancel out the disadvantage, so the higher roll would remain.
So 11, 19.
You know what? Hold on. I would say yeah. Go ahead and roll it because it's not double advantage technically.
Right.
Oof.
Yeah. So.
Okay. 18 plus what?
Oh. Plus 8. So.
That's 26.
Yeah, 26.
That definitely hits. So your crossbrand dagger, you have it in your dominant hand and you throw it. The chain quickly kind of follows the frostbrand dagger. Unfortunately, it misses, and you're able to just kind of flick your wrist, and it comes right back to your hand with a bonus action. Your second dagger with your opposite hand, you throw your magic dagger, and the chain again attached to the bottom of the dagger follows it, and you do find purchase. So go ahead and roll your damage.
10.
10. All right.
That does actually make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
All right. Well done. Second on your turn.
And yes, that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. So now you have one dagger stuck in somebody, attached by this long chain. You can get it back in the next round if you like.
I know, because I used my bonus action to throw
You've
to
already
bring back one.
To bring back one, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So second on your turn.
Yes.
Daedalus, you're up.
Okay, so an Eldritch Blast can make it that far.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, go for it.
So So, Eldritch Blast number 1. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 unfortunately misses.
That's one that's missing. Oh, and a 15 plus an 8.
That does hit. 23 does hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
See, that's the D10. What did I do? Here it is.
So the warlock, Daedalus Hartwell, moves his hands in that weird, magic-y sort of way. You see this magical energy kind of coalesce around his arm, around his hands, and
since I'm against a monk, it's gonna be like just a fist.
a fist. All right.
See, I'm gonna do a punch all the way from over there.
All right. So Daedalus, very Green Lantern style.
Yeah.
Oh, but I only do 1.
Plus your
Plus
charisma
your-
modifier.
Oh, so that's
Or is it charisma or wisdom? It's
charisma.
charisma, right?
So I only do 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
So
5 is better than no damage.
Well, 5 is better than 1 damage.
Okay.
That's true
All right.
too.
Is that gonna end your turn? You're gonna take any movement. You can still take movement if you'd like.
I'm gonna see. Can I make it? See. 5.
You still have all your movement.
Well, can I make it enough to get to this at least? Like right.
Well, just count the
5,
spaces.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You'd be right here.
Okay, so I'm gonna go right next to.
Everybody's going for the tree. All right, so
The tree is dope, okay?
the tree is cool. All right, so is that gonna end your turn, Daedalus?
Yes, it is.
Cole, gunslinger, bounty hunter, badass.
I'm going to take off in this direction, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30,
So
and I'm going to take a single pistol shot at this guy right here.
nice. So Cole gets into the grass, hunkers down low, and fires a shot.
Okay, so that's going to be probably not good. It's 7, 11, that is
18,
12.
12.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Okay. And
Is this a single or dual?
that's a single. Yeah.
Okay, single.
And that's it.
Okay. Let's see. Next up, at the top of the order, they are going to go 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. 15, 20, 25, 30. Roll a 3 on that stealth check. He thinks he's hidden, but you guys see him. 20, 25, 30.
So we
15,
all.
20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like laughing at him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So, on their turn, all of them make a beeline right for you guys, kind of almost in a line parallel to each other. They all move forward as they see you, and 3 of them have bows and arrows, so they are going to take some bow and arrow shots at you guys. Wow. The one at Kohl, you see an arrow just kind of whiz by your head as one of the monks is trained right at you. The one that you shot at, he sees you, and your eyes kind of lock for a second, and he moves forward. He pulls out his bow and arrow and shoots it, and it goes right over your shoulder. But your eyes have met. You can tell he has intent.
Okay.
Next up, it's going to be the shorter monk by the base of the tree has his eyes trained on Barag. 26.
Yeah.
6 does hit. Alright, so. That is going to be. I cannot find bows on this stupid thing. Oh, longbow. 18 points of piercing damage. As one of the monks levels off his bow and arrow, very large bow and arrow, and the arrow goes right through your shoulder. Blood kind of erupts out, and the third monk is going to take aim at Daedalus Hartwell, who's presenting a much larger target than Terra. So that is 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, you take 14 points of piercing damage as you take a shaft, an arrow shaft, right through your thigh. You can feel the arrow actually, as it went in, it kind of chipped your thigh bone a little bit. But that is actually going to end their turn. Now it is Brog. So you see this line of monks kind of facing off, squaring off against you guys. So what do you do?
First I'm gonna rip the arrow out of my shoulder.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna
Make an intimidation check. If you make this intimidation check, I will give you advantage on your next attack. Oh, sweet.
natural 16 plus intimidation. Oh, plus 5.
Plus 5. All right, 21.
Yeah.
Okay, you have advantage on your next attack.
Oh, sweet. And then
so as Barag, as you take that arrow that is stuck in your shoulder, you pull it out, and you hold it in the air, you yell, "Ah!" What do you do?
I'm going to charge at the monk right in front of me.
So you
5,
see it.
10, 15,
There you go.
and I'm just yelling as I'm running towards this monk. He or she don't have any idea, don't care.
Now, it's hard to actually, for these monks to convey emotion because they're so covered from head to toe. You just literally see their eyes. But you swear you see this monk take one step back as you come charging at it. Go ahead and make your attack.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2 for the first attack for the advantage. Both are 5, so that doesn't really help me at all, which sucks. So, yeah, no, 14.
14 unfortunately misses.
Yeah.
As you swing above his head, the monk kind of like ducks below your swing.
Sweet.
Try the other sword. You have 2 swords, right?
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna take the extra attack with the my first sword.
Go for it.
And I'm gonna roll for the second attack as well with the offhand.
Go for it. So you've got regular attack, offhand attack, and then you've got another attack.
The extra
for
attack.
your extra attack.
Yeah, for the
So
first
this is going to be your offhand.
This is my offhand, and this is my extra attack.
Gotcha. All right. So what's your offhand?
Offhand doesn't make it. So nah, both don't make it.
Okay. So you see Barag charge, yelling a good dwarven battle cry. You stop right in front of the monk. You take one swing with the sword and it ducks underneath. You take another swing with your offhand and it jumps above the blade. You take another swing with your other sword and it just kind of like moves to the side. This bastard's hopping around a lot and it's frustrating. Is that gonna end your turn?
Bonus action. I'm gonna take my last superior.
Go for it.
potion that I have, which is
Superior is 8d4 plus 8.
8d4 plus 8.
Tara, you're up.
Okay.
Daedalus, you're on
So I'm actually. Which dagger is my dagger? Well,
your
which,
offhand dagger.
My
your
offhand.
Your regular magic.
And which? It was this monk, right? Because he was the one that was closest.
Yes. I will say he pulled it out of his chest. So you can just use a bonus action to pull it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Okay.
And I am going to attack him.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll. Yeah.
Like mine.
All right. Okay. Use your dice tray. What'd you roll?
21.
21 barely hits, but it hits.
And then I'm gonna roll for the second attack.
Go for it.
24.
24 hits. So go ahead and you get sneak attack damage, but not assassinate, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I wasn't in.
So go ahead and roll your damage on your first 2 hits of the skirmish.
At least someone's hitting.
These guys are slippery, dude.
Yeah.
These guys are slippery, man. Monks are no joke. They're awesome.
Oh my god.
11 plus your dexterity modifier.
18 total damage, 3 cold damage.
Okay, but I know you're adding the plus to your magic because it's a magic weapon, right?
Yeah, it's the plus, but it's +2.
+2. Okay,
Yeah.
you're adding that.
Yeah,
So
that's
what's the
what-
total? 18.
18 total.
Okay, cool.
3 of it is cold damage.
Okay, cool.
Boy. I apologize in advance.
Oh, no worries. All right, so well done. And your second hit. Good roll damage.
13 total damage.
So this is the only monk to actually get hit thus far. But you guys are doing a pretty good job of it, though. All right, so is that gonna end your turn?
Yes.
So quickly, Terra High Hill sees Barag miss, frustratingly so, as this monk kind of just goes down and then up and then just to the side, dodging all of Barag's blows. You quickly run up next to him, kind of sliding in the sand, coming to a stop, and then with 2 daggers, you just kind of rip his flesh open. Well done. You see a little ice kind of form where the Force Brand dagger hit.
So I'm gonna kind of peek over to Brog. That's how it's done, boy.
And he looks exactly like that.
I ain't even gonna give her the time of day. I'm just gonna ignore her.
Daedalus, you're up.
Okay, so trying to make things easier for myself, I'm gonna activate my spider boots.
Go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
climb up the tree.
Go for it.
Hey.
So,
Hey!
so see how much would that be up a tree? See.
I'm activating my spider climb boots.
You.
Hey!
So would I be able to make it up there?
It's 15 feet to the first sturdy branch.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up there, but then I'm also gonna go up here.
So it's another 15 feet,
So 30.
30 total.
So I'm
To the
going.
second sturdy branch. So you're 30 feet up in the air with your spider climbing boots. Go for it. What are you gonna
So
do?
I'm gonna shoot at this guy that's just right at the bottom.
Son of a bitch on top of this tree. Alright.
I knew he was gonna be the first one to
I
use
knew-
the
I
tree.
knew it too.
I
I
knew
knew it
it.
Hey, and I got a way to climb up there with no problems.
Yeah.
I don't have to make any checks or anything. I just go.
Yep.
So let's see if I hit this guy.
He's so happy right now. He's so fucking happy.
Let's see, 14 plus 8 and 19 plus 8.
I've never seen him with so much energy.
That's awesome, though. I climbing up a tree.
Hey, Daedalus
Yeah.
Hartwell, they both hit. So I love it. I love it seeing him so happy. All right, so go ahead and roll damage.
Holy sh!
See, we got us 2 9s.
Oh, this is 2 9.
What's your charisma modifier?
Oh, and that's plus the 4, so.
18 plus another 8.
Yeah.
26 points of damage to Daedalus Hartwell. So
Jeez.
what do these Eldritch Blasts look like? So you see him climb the tree, and the way he climbs, it's almost like he defies gravity. He's climbing very much like Spider-Man. He's just casually walking up the side of the tree, completely horizontally, and then he walks right up to that second meaty, heavy branch.
How very-
You see him take a look down at the bottom, the base of the tree. He takes aim and.
Yeah, this is gonna be, well, it's gonna be 2 basically faces and hands where they're going like this.
All right.
As they're coming into him.
All right. So
they're taunting him as they're going in.
done. Well done, sir. All right, we're gonna call that 26 points of damage.
Ouch.
Daedalus Hartwell, nice. Well done. Second in your turn.
Yes, it will on my turn.
All right. Next up, we have Kohl.
Right. I'm going to actually spend a grit point, and I'm going to.
I've been waiting 2 game sessions to hear you say that.
I'm going to use winging shot
Go for it.
on this guy here.
Now, because a gunslinger is an improved Wizards of the Coast class. But it's the first time that you and either one of us are using it. So why don't you explain to me exactly what winged shot does? Explain to everybody out.
When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend 1 grit point to attempt to topple a moving target, although we determined that I'm just kind of using it on
a target. Yeah.
On a hit, the creature suffers normal damage and must make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Prone, baby! Yeah. So you're attempting to knock him on his ass, him or her. So go for it.
So I am going to take 2 shots. One of them is going to be the winging shot.
Okay,
Another one's going to be normal. So this will be the winging shot with the +1 pistol, and this will be the other one.
Go for it.
Just not all bad, but almost.
All right.
Okay, so the winging shot is going to be it's going to be 15.
Fortunately, that misses.
The other one is going to be it's going to be 23.
That hits. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
It's gonna be 7 damage.
7 damage. Right. Right there. So quickly, you see Kohl with 2 pistols at his side. One shot goes wide. The other shot does find purchase and hit the monk, despite him trying to kind of dodge that bullet. He is not going to use. Let me see. Should deflect missile? No, not yet. All right, so well done. Is that gonna end your turn? Or you're gonna take any movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna take 1 movement right here.
Okay. Next up, we've got the monks, and then Brog, you're on deck. So we've got 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15, so a total of 30. We've got 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15.
Oh, damn.
A total of 30. So you see 2 of the monks quickly scale the tree. It's almost like they kind of take a step back and they take a running start, and they literally run up the vertical surface. They run up the tree. 2 of them do. One lands right next to Daedalus Hartwell, while the other one lands 1 branch below him, about 15 feet below him. I'm gonna say 5, 10, 12, so that'd be 25. So 25. As another one converges onto the tree. Let's say this one's going to take a dash action. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As one of them makes a beeline towards Kohl. Another one goes towards Terra. No, it's actually going to stay right here. You know what? No. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Alright, so the one that took a dash action towards Kohl cannot take an action because it took a dash action, so.
Is he wielding
A sword.
Sword, okay.
From the ancient East. But one, however, does have a bow and arrow. The one that kind of went to the right of Barag and Terra, just kind of skirting the outside of the main melee that Barag and Terra are involved in. So that one is going to take a shot, natural 19. That is going to be a total of 8. 13 points of piercing damage as another arrow finds purchase. This one, I refuse to do arrow to the knee jokes, guys. That's so 2012. So we'll say right through the meat of the calf, you see an arrow just kind of like completely go right through. next we've got... One of them is going to try to kick Daedalus off the tree. So... we do that, resolve that first. 23 hits?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take 10 points of damage. Magic damage.
Am I falling off the tree?
We'll see. You gotta make a strength check.
Before I make that strength check, I'm gonna do Misty Escape.
Go for it.
I'm out. 60 feet away.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
in other words, I'm not being kicked off the tree.
So this is what I'll say.
So I did 30 down,
Mm-hmm.
and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
So right back there.
Right by Kohl. All right. So this is what you see. You see one of the monks kind of stand in a martial arts stance, looking right at Daedalus Hartwell. Both are kind of balanced pretty high up on a tree branch, 30 feet in the air. So he looks at Daedalus and does a spinning kick, kicks Daedalus right in the chest. Daedalus goes falling backwards off the tree, and then you just see him disappear and then reappear right next to Kohl, right in midair. And that is one more monk. He's going to take a turn against Terra. Woo! Natural 18. Okay. So that is going to be 6 points of magic damage. $17 hit.
That's my armor class, so yeah.
Okay, so the second one hits. Does another 8 points of magic damage, and it's going to use a key point and do 2 more attacks. Natural 18. This is the one that you stabbed with the daggers, by the way. 11 points of magic damage.
And I remember I also have my uncanny dodge.
Well, you gotta tell me when you use it. I'm not going to assume it.
Oh, so I'm gonna use it on this one to have this particular attack.
Okay. Well, these are 4 separate attacks.
Okay.
So you gotta pick one of the 4 hits and
Yes.
half that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then the last one is 8. Plus 12. 17?
That's
Is your
my
armor class, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and that is gonna be 9 points.
Okay, so I'll have the
Magic
11.
damage. Okay, so down to 5.
Okay.
Down to 5. So you see the monk that Terra stabbed with her daggers when she looked at Brog so brazenly and said, "That's how you do it, boy." Almost like a second later, she gets hit with 4 unarmed strikes. Like you see her nose kind of like completely break against her face, blood pouring down the front of her face. And that is going to end their turn. Next up, Brog. Terra, you're on deck.
As she gets her nose broken, I'm just like, and that's how you get beaten up. And
So what do you do?
I will going to take all 3 of my attacks on the monk in front of me.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna roll for all 3 of those all at the same time. Okay,
So what we'll do is we have to kind of resolve which ones are your main hand and which ones are your offhand because they have different
Oh, okay.
they have different statistics.
Yeah, okay, so, well, I should have probably decided that before I rolled, but, yeah.
So which one is your main hand?
I'll make my main hand, this one,
Okay.
and this will be my offhand.
Okay.
Those 2 are my main hand, this is
Okay.
my offhand.
Gotcha.
So, 18,
That does hit.
yeah, so 18, and then, 20?
20 unfortunately misses.
Okay, so, and then 3.
Barely misses.
Yeah, so 3 definitely missed, but 18 hits.
Okay, so out of 3 sword thrusts and swings, one of them does hit the monk that just punched the daylights out of Terra. So go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet.
10.
Like 12 plus the plus 2.
Nice. Oh yeah. All right. So you see a slice right on the shoulder of the monk. The monk looks at you like shocked that you even managed to land a hit. Is that gonna end your turn?
A bonus action, second wind, 1d10 plus my fighter level.
Go for it. All right, Tara Highhill, you're up. Daedalus, you're on deck.
If
Daedalus, you're on deck.
Okay.
if I take a healing potion,
It's a bonus action.
okay. So I'm actually gonna do that.
Go for it.
And
Well, we'll do that.
I'll do that after,
Yeah.
but I want to let you know first.
Sounds
And
good.
it's gonna be my last superior.
Your last superior. All right.
I need it.
Okay, so for your action, what are you gonna do?
Attack.
Go for it.
22.
22 does hit. Your second attack, your offhand dagger.
Halfling luck.
Halfling luck. You rolled a 1. All right. So
Nope.
nope, still missed. All right. So 1 dagger strike does hit out of the 2 that you attempted. So go ahead and roll damage on that monk with your first brand dagger. You see the blade of that primordial blue ice.
12, 15, and 18, 19, 20, 25 total damage. And then 5 of that is frost damage.
Nice. All right. Tara, you actually miss with 1. It's almost like a feint, but the other one, you get right in the stomach, and the monk kind of looks at you with eyes wide as you kind of twist the blade. Your eyes lock with hers. She's pretty hurt. Next, is that gonna end your turn? Yeah.
Healing potion, but yes.
Okay. Daedalus, you're up.
Okay, so
Kohl, you're on deck.
I'm gonna see if I can help Kohl take out this guy.
Go for it.
Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
I don't think either of them are hitting 6 and an 8, 7 and plus 8.
No, unfortunately, they both miss.
They both miss.
So you see blasts of Eldritch energy just kind of hit at the monk's feet as it quickly dodges both. That is going to end your turn, Daedalus. Do you want to take any movement? Healing potions, anything?
I don't think I have any healing potions anymore.
Okay. Kohl, you're up.
Okay, question about reloading. As written, it says that you have to have a free hand to reload.
And you're using 2 hands right now.
Right. So there is another thing on there called quick draw. So for quick draw, you can stow a firearm, then draw another firearm as a single object interaction on your turn.
Right.
But that wouldn't apply, right?
No.
If I'm reloading in between.
No.
Yeah.
It would apply if you had, say, like a sniper rifle slung on your back,
Right.
and you wanted to quickly stow one and then pull out your rifle.
Right.
Like that would apply quick draw at that point, or vice versa. If you had a rifle and you wanted to sling it back on your back and then in one motion pull out a pistol out of your holster, then that would apply. But it would not apply for the reload.
Okay. And could I, in theory, make an attack with one, stow it away, not anything to do with quick draw, but make the attack, stow it away, and then reload before the end of my turn? Reload the other pistol?
With your, I believe reload is done with your bonus action.
So it's actually an action or an attack.
An action.
And I have extra attack because I'm a
Oh,
fighter.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend another grip
Yeah,
point.
I mean, as long as you have that extra attack to do the reload, then yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to spend a grip point and use a disarming shot on this guy in front of me here.
Go for it.
Is that a 1?
Yeah, that's a 1. So
Nope, halfling luck.
Oh,
And you're in my line of sight.
Sweet. Okay, thank you.
You get to roll again because you take aim with your pistol and you're about to squeeze the trigger. You see that you're a little bit to the left. You look, you see Terra in the corner of your eye, kind of give you a thumbs up, and then you realigned and you take your shot again.
All right. Take different dice. And I'm using different dice too, by the way.
I know. You got a long night for Sean tonight.
Long night. Okay, so that one is gonna miss because it's a 16. But
yeah, unfortunately that doesn't miss.
But I will stow away that pistol.
Yes.
And then use my extra attack to reload the other one.
Got it. Okay. Is that gonna end your turn?
Yes.
No movement.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let me go. Let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right. Okay. All right. Second in your turn.
Yes.
All right. Now it's their turn. So let's go ahead and make some movement here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So one engages Kohl, and another one goes 5, 10, 15 to the very top branch and sees Daedalus. Another one comes 5 feet this way, and another one comes 15 feet up this way. And this one is going to come, actually it's going to stay right where she is, and the one engaged with Barag is going to stay right where she is. So quickly you see these monks literally run their way up the rest of the tree. There are 3 branches, and one is sitting at the very top, kind of perched down, almost like an animal. It has its bow and arrow drawn. And the one on the second hefty branch of that tree also has its bow and arrow drawn. One of them closes in on Kohl, and the battle is joined. So let me make an attack. 2 on Daedalus, actually. 14. That is going to be 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Aww.
Such enthusiasm.
I know. All right, so another 24 to hit.
Yes, that hits too.
Yes, that hits too. Oh.
I could just feel the restrained fury from Daedalus at the table. Yes, that hits too. Son of a bitch. All right, so
Why must you
7, 12 piercing damage or magic damage for the first one. Daedalus.
Okay.
And 10 for the second one. So 2 of them, you see arrows flying right at Daedalus Hartwell. One hits you right in the arm, the other one hits you right in the leg. Daedalus is getting lit up like a pincushion right now.
I am very, very, very hurt right now.
Okay. Next up, one is going to take a... Let's see. One is going to take a stunning strike on Kohl. 11, 16, 20 hit Kohl?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do damage here. Okay, that is 10 points of magic damage. I need you to make a... Hold on, let me see what kind of save it is. 1 second. I should probably have this open, huh? I should have it memorized, actually. Monks are kind of not giant. So, actually, it uses a key point. Okay, so I need you to make a con save, please. And you have to meet a DC difficulty of 17.
17. Okay.
So it's your roll plus your con mod.
10.
Oh my goodness. All right, so you're stunned for the until the end of the next turn.
Until the end
Of the next turn.
Until the end of my next turn.
No, his next turn.
Okay.
So you see one of them take a chop right to Kohl's throat. Kohl automatically he can't breathe and he's losing air. He almost falls down to the ground, but manages to stay up. Next up is going to be the one who punched Terra, or the one who Terra stabbed, actually, right in the abdomen. 16, 24 hit.
Yes.
Okay. I rolled a 1 on damage. Six total damage. Magic damage.
Is that his only attack?
No.
Okay.
There's 2 more coming. Then 20 modifies.
Yep.
Okay. My goodness, I'm rolling like shit for damage. 7. And the last attack, I don't think that even hit. 11.
No.
Okay, so 2 out of 3 strikes as quickly you see the monk put her 2 fingers right in your chest, and with a 1-inch punch, 2 out of 3 land. And you, that's going to be the end of that one's turn. And the last one is going to take a bow and arrow shot at Kohl. Woo. 24.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
12 piercing damage. As that last monk pulls back on the bowstring, lets loose the arrow, and finds purchase on a stunned Kohl.
It's 12. You said.
12. Yes. That is going to end their turn. So next up is going to be Barag.
As a very voice from battle.
Yes.
I'm going to take. And I'm going to continue attacking the one in front of me.
Go for it.
These 2 dice are going to be the main hand
Okay.
and the staff hand.
Gotcha.
So 2 definitely don't hit, but the 15 does.
Okay, so that's your main hand.
Yeah,
All right,
so
so go
my
ahead.
main hand hits.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. Ooh, yay, I like
Nice.
that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15
15.
total damage, yeah.
Alright, so Barag once again takes 3 quick sword swings. Again, this monk is moving fast, manages to move to the left, does like a Neo type of dodge as he moves all the way back, and your sword just comes right above his face. He just stands right back up, and as he does, you get him with the last shot. It's looking pretty hurt. Second end of your turn?
Yeah, that one.
Sure, hi, Helen.
So I'm gonna use my dual wield again.
Go for it.
Halfling luck.
All right, rolling those 1s, guys. I love it. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
What'd you roll?
17 and then
Oh, okay. Natural 17.
plus
Okay,
natural 17 and
Okay, 17 plus $1 million. Okay. All right, so roll damage. Roll damage first. There's a reason why I'm telling you to roll damage first.
okay.
I know why.
Thank you.
Really hurt.
10, 11,
dead.
18.
18. All right.
18 total
So
damage.
this is what happens. It's almost like Barag and Terra are working in tandem. They've been working together for so many years. Barag with 3 quick sword swings. It gets hit with the last one, gets spun around to meet Terra's blade. The head comes completely off. All right. So you have movement. You have second attack as well.
Yes. And so as I'm...
That's why I told you to hold off on that second one.
So, after I cut his head off, and I turn around...
Says it so casually. After I cut his head off.
and I turn around and run, I said, "That's how you do it, buddy!"
Alright. As you see just like this dismembered head looking up at you.
I'm just gonna kick the head away.
I'll consider that a free action.
So, I'm gonna use my second attack on the one by Kohl.
Go for it.
This is in the dice channel.
Natural 17.
Another 17.
Again.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Alright. So go and roll damage.
Hallelujah, it's another good day. 3, 6, 7, 13 total damage.
You had sneak attack damage too.
Oh no,
Because
then...
you flanked him.
Oh, I do have sneak attack.
So you can roll that attack twice, and if you get a crit, you double the damage on it. So hold off on the 17, keep that in your brain. So go ahead and roll a 20-sided die to see if you roll that 20. If not, you still hit. I mean, it's just a roll with advantage, so go ahead. Okay.
I'll get my halfling
Okay.
because I already used it this turn. So.
Yeah. Alright, so 17 plus your sneak attack damage. Oh, your assassinate, rather. Your assassinate.
Oh. Sorry.
That's what I was talking about. I'm sorry, did I confuse you?
Yeah,
All right,
you did. I was like...
Assassinate,
And
I'm
then
sorry.
this one here. 17... Oh, jeez Louise. 17 plus 12... 29.
29.
29 points.
Is that with the plus
Oh, that's...
1?
No, 30.
30 points of damage with one hit.
Indeed.
That is insane.
Filet mignon?
Rogues, dude, rogues, man. Alright, so...
And halfway look.
Yeah. So quickly, Terra, after dispatching one, sees Kohl in a bit of trouble. Sees him kind of grabbing for his throat. She runs over there very quickly and quietly, right behind that monk who has no idea that she's on the way. She manages to do a flanking maneuver on that monk and just hit him right in the rib cage. You twist the knife and you hear one of the ribs kind of snap off and it's just kind of floating in the body, and you see the monk go. Ah. All right, so that is gonna end your turn.
Yes.
Damn, that was a good turn, dude. It was a very good turn. All right, so Daedalus Hartwell, and then Kohl, you are on stun. Is what you are.
Yeah. Taking a
So
nap.
I'm gonna come over by Terra and ask if she has any potions left.
So
Anything.
I'm
It's a free action.
in a very I'm gonna kind of just look at him like, really, and then you're gonna have to work for it, boy. So I push my hip out where my pack is.
Sure. Okay, I would say a dexterity. No, a sleight of hand check. This will be your action.
Okay.
Oh wait, is this the haversack? He can't pull it out.
Oh, that's right. No, this isn't the haversack. It's my traveler's pack
Oh,
on
okay,
the
okay,
side.
gotcha. The one, the hip one.
The hip one. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So go ahead and make a sleight of hand check. Difficulty is 10. 3. Unfortunately, she's moving way too fast. You've lost a lot of blood, and you are on your last legs yourself. You try to grab it out of her hip belt, but the blood is just making it way too slick for you to get a good grip on that health potion. That's your action, though. Daedalus Hartwell. Kohl is stunned.
Can I ask a quick question now?
You can ask it, but it has to be quick.
Okay.
Too
Can
late.
I?
Alright,
Can I if I have one weapon that's completely out of ammo and one that's not, can I still make 2 attacks with one weapon, or does it have to be boom boom?
It's got to be. It's because you're using an offhand weapon.
That's right. Okay, makes sense.
So, make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so next up is them, the monks. Brunk, you are going to get jacked. So you see one kind of just plummet down. They have something called slow fall, which is amazing. So you see him kind of like fall from that top branch right in front of you without making a sound. Next one is not going to shoot into melee, but is going to drop. The next one is going to go onto the first branch and the second branch, and from there. So now it's pretty much full melee. Actually, I think this one is going to come in for melee as well. So the monks and Valor's Ransom and Kohl are all now within melee range. Looks like all ranged weapons have been stowed away for the monks. It is their turn, so you've got 2 on you, Barak. One of them is going to try a stunning strike using key point. 19?
Yes.
Okay, so you need to make a spell save DC, difficulty 17. And let me roll that damage first. Hold on. 9 points of magic damage.
I got it.
So go ahead and roll your DC save. 17 is the magic number.
18.
18. All right. So again, it's a throat chop, much like the one Kohl received, but it hits your collarbone. You can feel your collarbone give a little bit, and it looks like the monk missed the mark. You do take some damage, but you are able to remain steady and sure. The next one is going to use just the regular attacks for the monk. That's a natural 2. Next is a natural 4.
Ouchie.
A natural 19 on the last one. So quickly, you see this one again. Bring the 2 fingers up to your chest and try to do a 1-inch punch. You manage to slap one away. The second one, you manage to slap away, and then with the opposite hand, a 1-inch punch right to your chest, right to your pec. 11 points of magic damage. All right, that is going to end that one's turn. And then there's the other one on the other. Did I do both of those?
Yes.
I did, yes? Okay.
The one did the stunning.
Yeah, stunning strike, which you managed to fight off those effects. Okay. All right, so I will say, Tara, you are being flanked right now. So that monk gets advantage. It's going to do flurry of blows. So the first one is with advantage. Natural 18 on the first roll and 3, so 18 will stick. It's going to do 8, 9, 13 points of magic damage. Oh, and then the second one is going to be 21. Does that hit?
Yes.
It's going to be 9 points of magic damage. Natural 4. 13?
No.
14? No. And the last one, natural 20.
Oh.
So it's going to be 2. Ooh. 8. 13 points of magic damage on that last one.
So it would be 6 or 7.
You're cutting it in half, that one?
Mm-hmm.
6. So as you manage to kind of turn with that last hit, those hands are moving so quickly they're even hard to register. but that's going to end that one's turn. Next one, we have one on Kohl. Kohl, you're no longer stunned this round, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so natural one. So you are taking. All right. Next, one on Daedalus Hartwell. This monk sets itself, looks at you, and misses with a natural 3. All right, so
Dang.
as the kick goes way above your head, that is going to end their turn. Now it is going to be Brog. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take my main weapon, 2 attacks on my right,
Okay.
and then my offhand will be on my left.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for the main weapon on the right first, just to see.
Natural 1.
That
Yeah.
one,
Oh, you get halfling left.
halfway left. Because,
Because
Yep.
Terra, yeah.
Line of sight. Oh,
Yep,
thank
I
God.
am in
Thank
line
you,
of sight.
Xanathars. Man, Xanathars is something.
Modified 19 for the one she made me have me
Reroll.
re-roll.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Oh, that one will hit 23.
23 does hit. So why did you go roll damage for the one on your left?
So 12
12.
for the first one, and I'm going to roll now for the one on
You're right.
my right. Yeah, just the one. Natural 18. So
Nice, that hits. So go ahead and roll damage on that.
Yes. 9, 11.
11.
Yeah.
All right. So Barag is right now a war machine. He's got a sword in each hand, and he's got a monk on his left and his right, and he's literally fighting one with a sword in each hand.
Very Pirates of the Caribbean is.
Very, and he's managing to keep up with these 2 monks. He's doing well. All right, so yeah, you do some damage. Well done. Next up, Tara Highhill. Daedalus, you're on deck.
So to give a potion to somebody,
That's
is that an action?
That's an action.
Like,
That's
just to
an-
hand it off to
That's
them.
an action.
Dang it. Come on, Daedalus.
You know this sleight of hand ain't that good.
What are you gonna do, Tara?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 2 of my greater healing.
All right, Tara Highhill, the highest damage dealing member of the group, burns in action, giving away healing potions. All right. This
I'm
is
giving. What can I say?
It's a first in D&D history, I think. All right, so is that gonna end your turn? Of course it is. All right, next up, Daedalus Hartwell. As quickly, Tara hands over two vials of what sort of healing potion?
Greater.
Greater healing potion.
I'm down to 4.
Okay, thank you. I did, thank you. Here, this is gonna be tough because I really can't run unless I want to give attacks of opportunity. So I'm kind of just stuck here in between.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I just remembered that you did. Oh well, no, I would say you had a rest. You had a short rest in the bar in the Clamhammer because he had used his 2 spell slots with Bentley,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was still the same day. But you guys were in the Clamhammer for a while, so I would say that constituted a short rest. So
I
you got your
those
spell
back.
slots. Yeah, you got your spell slots back. All right, so what do you do? You've got 2 health potions in one hand. Now, to drink a health potion is a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this bonus action, but I'll concentrate on that afterwards. So since I have my spell slots back, I'm going to Dimension Door out of this mess.
Okay, that's your second spell slot, right? Or no? No, that's your first spell slot.
That's
yes?
my first spell slot.
Yes, that's right.
Spell slots.
Because the other one's a class feature. All right, so go ahead and Dimension Door. You see is it like a smoke?
No, it's like you see an actual door open up, and I just walk in.
All right.
Toodaloo.
Yeah.
You see just like a door up here, it goes, and I just go, and you see it shut behind me.
There you go.
And then I'm just gonna go.
Bending time and space.
And it's gonna go all the way like over
Oh
here.
my god. All right.
And then I'm gonna take that greater healing.
Well played, sir. Well played.
So,
Well done.
How much is that again?
Greater healing potion is 44 plus 4.
Yay, I still memorized it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, Kohl, you're up.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to disengage
Okay.
and go as far away as possible. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And then I'm going to action surge
There he is.
and use that action surge to make an attack with my +1 pistol.
Go
It's
for
going
it.
to be a single shot.
Uh,
And I'm going to use a grit point to make it a winging shot on this guy here. And yeah, so I will roll for that.
go for it.
Man,
What is it?
I
Tell me.
should just be happy. I have such good modifiers. But I should just be happy that I haven't like blown one of these guns apart and misfired.
What'd
but,
you roll?
After modifiers 15.
Oh, unfortunately, that misses.
What I'm going to do though is I made that attack. So because I took an attack action, I'm gonna extra attack, but use it to reload my other gun,
Okay.
like I did before.
Gotcha.
That only reload.
Right.
And then I will use my bonus action to second wind and do the D10 plus spider level heal.
Go for it.
And that's it.
All right. All right.
Isn't it beautiful having that second wind?
It's a completely different set of strategic questions.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a challenge, dude.
Yeah.
It's, it's definitely a challenge.
I'm enjoying it.
But it's got its advantages too.
Yeah.
All right. So, next
14.
up, got one of them is gonna break away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Pay attention.
Oh,
Attack of opportunity.
talk of opportunity.
You're lucky Barag was on top of shit. Alright, so go ahead and take your attack.
You should always be paying attention, even if it's not your turn.
Ah, there it is. Alright, that is a hit, so go ahead and roll your damage. You do get
I get my
sneak attack, yes. Because when he broke, he was next to no, he wasn't next to anybody.
No, because
Yeah, he wasn't next to anybody.
Kohl.
Because Kohl left.
Counts.
Kohl left, so it's just regular damage.
Disappointment.
Oh, I'm sorry. That roll was disappointing. So
13 total damage,
Alright.
3 cold damage.
Alright.
hey man,
Mister.
15 more damage than we did before.
3 cold damage?
Hard
Ah!
since you left me.
I think Cole's done like 6 damage this entire session. So.
Alright, so you know what? You just had a string of really shitty rolls.
Like
dude.
not like
Really
kind of
bad
crappy,
rolls.
like
I've never seen anybody roll so bad
Sub
successively.
yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. Dude.
He has 11 to attack.
Yeah.
And I have made like 1 attack this entire time, so
That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear it. Alright, so
alright.
So yes. And Daedalus Hartwell. Oh no, let me do all the movement. Let's go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Almost makes it to Kohl. Yeah.
I have.
You get only 1 reaction around.
Oh.
So as you spun around, you attack one as it broke your threat range, and you turn around and the other one is gone.
Would dual wield technically be?
No, you only get 1 reaction per round. You can try and rules lawyer the crap out of this, but the rules are what they are. You get 1 reaction per round. I know, it sucks. Alright, so... And then the ones by Barag are gonna stay.
Go ahead, stay, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Alright, so Daedalus is going to get a little arrow action.
No.
Natural 18. I won't
Which
do
one?
that. You make me so sad.
Which one? This one?
Don't
or the
make
one over
D&D a
there?
horrible experience for me. Alright,
Didn't he
the one
dis-
behind the tree.
Behind the tree.
The over there. Didn't
Yeah.
that one disengage though?
He did
He
disengage.
took an action to
He took
disengage.
No, he took you took
I
an
thought
attack
you-
of opportunity on that one, and then the other one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought he said
that's
he
right.
disengaged,
I
but
know.
that must have been him.
I disengage.
I know.
Oh,
I know what I'm
he
doing. guys.
disengaged.
I promise you, I've played D&D before. I know what
I
I'm
don't, I don't know
Are you
why I
sure?
swore he did. Oh. Okay. Then let's
No,
skip
he
his
was
hand.
Every attack advantage against Terra. No, I'm kidding. So you take 8 points of piercing damage as the arrow finds purchase right in your buttock. Right in your buttock. Yeah. It's a very familiar feeling. Yeah. Memories of Talbot's.
Aww.
Next up is going to be Terra. As a monk does a 1-inch punch, flurry of blows style. Natural 2. Natural 16, that hits.
Nope. 17.
I know. Let's see, that is 15. Oh, God. That might hit though. 18.
Yeah, that one does.
So 2 of them hit. As you bat away 2 of them do find purchase. So 13 on the first one, and 9 on the second one. You're gonna
So
evade.
7
You're gonna-
on the 13, right?
Yes. So you cut the 6 on the 13.
Oh, okay.
So I always go in the player's favor. when I roll
Aww.
down.
Such
When I
a
round
nice
down.
DM.
So you feel one of your arms start to go numb as a nerve cluster was hit. That is going to end that one's turn. Now the one on Barag. Natural 18. Natural. So that's 23 on the second one. And the last one is going to be 19. So all 3 hit. Barag, and these are all kicks. These are all straight like Van Damme kicks, right to Barag's noggin. 13 for the first one, 12 for the second one, so 25 total. And then another 10, so 35 total. And then the monk says, "Do you want a tostito?" No. Alright, so next one is going to be, again, Barag, because Barag is actually kind of surrounded. So as one hits Barag 3 times right in his stomach, the other one is going to go for a kick right to his back. Pretty much sandwich him with the kicks being the bread. Alright, ready?
Fun.
Natural 17. Natural 19.
Yeah.
14 does not hit. So 2 out of 3 hit. 8,
Roll low.
13 for the first one. And 9 for the second one.
And in my moment, I pass out.
Oh, Barag is down. So you see again now Barag, you see like his earlobe kind of explode. You're gonna have a cauliflower ear on that side as it just kind of just swells, and you could see like a footprint like right where it kicked you right in the head as you fall. All right, next up is, and that's actually gonna be their turn. So Tara, you see Barag fall. Shakes her head.
Make my job harder. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, so you burn an action.
Yeah. Yep. On to whoever's next, because disengage.
Okay, that was a weird move, but okay.
Well, no, because I can't give him a health potion, right? Because that.
Yeah, but why are you burning an action to disengage? And
Well, I can't attack or anything. Can
hey, it's your strategy, so well,
Would we rather have him dead? No. Not doing that again.
No, yeah. You do you, Boom. Alright, so next up is going to be Daedalus Hartwell.
Okay. This guy I'm gonna cast Blight on. I've had enough of him.
Oh!
He did.
Go for it.
He did.
So see, for Blight, I'm pretty sure he has to roll against me.
For Blight, let's check it out.
Constitution saving throw.
Go for it. What's your DC save?
So my DC save is 16.
Oof. That's right, it went up, huh?
Yep.
Nice, dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then after this, I'm gonna take that last greater healing potion that I have.
Alright, so go ahead and cast Blight.
Yep. On that die, set it right there.
Alright, so. Natural 18.
So the only he's gonna take half the damage.
It's going to take half damage, so. Hold on. Oh, you roll damage. What am I doing?
Yeah, so half damage against him.
So that's 8d8
Yep, 8d8.
of necrotic damage. So I've got 3.
Okay,
So just roll those twice.
okay.
So. Ooh, 12. Oh my god, dude. 12, 19. 25. So go ahead and roll those 4 down. Is that a 7?
That's
Yeah.
32, 30.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. My bad. Let's roll.
Bro,
I'll just roll those again.
you should have just rolled that one. You had some nice.
Oh.
Alright.
It's still pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so 25, 30, hold on, 36, 38, 45 points of necrotic damage divided by 2 is going to be 23 points of necrotic damage.
There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so, Daedalus Hartwell, tell me, how does this Blight spell look when you cast it?
So imagine like a spell with like that shoots out from my hand like a beam, but it's like a sickly green,
Nice.
and it hits him.
So,
I just go like this, and just go.
alright, so it hits him dead in the chest, and instantly you see the necrosis start to form. You see purple and black veins just under the skin start to pulse and explode. Little explosions of blood underneath the mask. You could see kind of almost like that scene in Alien when the chest burster pops through but doesn't come through the shirt. You see that happen all over his body. Falls down to one knee. Well done, sir.
I could just see him, like, as he's doing that, he has, like, one arm out, and then the other, he has, like, the healing potion. He's like, just, like, swirling it.
Yeah.
It's been a good day, sir. Very good day.
Yeah, I just drink that healing potion and move like, see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like all the way
Alright.
over here.
Sounds good. Alright.
You can see that blight there, no?
Kohl.
30, like the edge there. I'm gonna take an attack with both pistols against this guy here.
Go for it.
One of them, we just spend a grit point, and one of them is going to be, let me reference this here, it's going to be a violent shot, because why not? I'm rolling so horribly, I might as well just go all in. So for a violent shot, when you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend 1 or more grit points to enhance the volatility of the attack. For each grit point expended, the attack gains a +2 to the firearm's misfire score, so it'll be 3 for this one. If the attack does hit, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point spent. So, I'm going to use my +1 pistol to make the violent shot,
Yes.
the other pistol to make a regular shot.
Sure.
Okay. And
So now what do you have to roll for
So-
failure? It's a 3 now, right?
for a
Or
misfire.
less for a misfire.
Yeah, so
Because guns jam, folks.
yeah, definitely.
Especially old-timey guns. Alright,
And,
so go ahead and roll.
So this one is gonna be the +1 pistol making the violent
With the grit?
shot. Yeah, this
Okay,
one is
go
going
for
to
it.
grit on. So so it'll be plus 12 to that one. Okay, so it didn't misfire. So it'll be a 19 to hit.
Unfortunately, that misses.
Okay, the other one, I should have switched them out. This is actually okay rolls. The other one's going to be 27.
That definitely hits.
Okay,
So one, you see, hits right by the monk's foot. As it lifts its foot, it explodes right where its foot was. But you do hit him with the second shot.
Okay. So that's offhand, so I'm not adding to it. So it's just going to be 2.
Your weapon damage.
Yeah.
That's
and I'm actually going to, because that's considered attack, bonus action attack, right? For the offhand weapon.
No, it's attack, and then you get an extra attack as a fighter, right?
Right. So if I choose to use that, I can make another shot.
You can make another shot.
Okay. So I will do that. And with the +1 pistol, this is gonna be a normal one.
Yeah, because when you're using an offhand, it's not eating up a bonus action. You're just doing an offhand attack without adding your modifier, your dexterity modifier,
Okay.
whatever it is.
Okay, so that one is going to be 18.
18 unfortunately misses. So out of the 3 shots, one of them does hit. All right, so you rolled damage 2, right? 2 damage on that.
Yes.
All right.
And can I use? Would it be an object interaction to use my Ion Stone, or is that going to be like an action?
I would say that's probably a bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
You could take it.
So I'm going to take that bonus action and use the Ion Stone, which will give me, let's see, +9 HP, +2 to con.
All right, so you take your Ion Stone, that pink stone that you have, and then it slowly starts to orbit around you. You look a little bit more vibrant. The blue, a little bluer.
A little bit.
All right, that's gonna end your turn?
Yes.
All right, cool. Next up is going to be the monks. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You managed.
Yeah, that was soft.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. So one of them continues to run
that
towards you.
An attack of opportunity?
If you'd like to take it,
Yay.
go for it.
Oh no, this is no. Not that dice.
That barely misses.
Dang it.
So what do you add? You adding your proficiency plus your dexterity. That should be
Oh,
9.
yeah. So
Plus the addition of the frost, which is another 2, which is 11. 11. That's
Oh.
23.
Oh yeah, that is funny.
That definitely hits. So go ahead and roll.
Well, I'll be
roll
son of a
damage.
gun. I should have done a lot more. Oh man.
Are you miscounting your attacks? Dude?
I miscounted like all my attacks.
Oh my goodness!
So can
You need a D&D like boot camp.
Like from beginning of campaign attacks?
What?
Oh, jeez.
So here's the thing. Let's go through D&D 101 really quick, guys. Because someone at the table can seriously benefit. So when you attack, it's your attack roll plus your proficiency modifier if you're proficient with the weapon, which should be your proficiency is 4 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus your dexterity modifier because it's a versatile weapon.
Oh god.
So you get +9 per swing. Plus it's a +2 weapon, your Frostbrand. So that's 9 plus 2. That's 11. So you should be adding 11 to your Frostbrand dagger.
Just so everybody on the
And-
internet knows, I've been missing 5 points.
You missed 5
For
points.
every single roll.
Thomas should be alive right now, you son of a
That's
bitch.
exactly what I was about to say. I was like, just getting ready to say that.
Since the beginning of this campaign, it's been -5 for every single roll.
So 21 episodes later.
Turn in your nerd card, madam.
I need someone.
Wow.
I need to be put in the corner. Terror is being put in the corner.
retcon Talvis and having him just steaming, angry, marching back onto the battlefield. What the hell?
That would be perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh god, I feel so ashamed.
oh my goodness. So remember,
Everybody on this table's pissed right now.
nobody's pissed. Nobody's pissed. All right. So remember, it's your roll plus your dexterity modifier because you're a rogue plus your proficiency modifier, and then any magical properties. So you should be rolling plus 11 with Frostbrand at all times.
And then plus 10 with the other one.
Right.
Yeah. 5 points, god damn it.
I thought she was joking when she said that. I thought she was kidding. All right. So 13.
13. Oh, hold on. 22.
22 points of damage. My goodness.
3 points is frost.
Okay. Thank you. Boy, Tara, we are learning a lot about you right now. Alright, so that is going to be the ninja, and the other two, this one is going to go...
Oh my god.
This one... 25.
I already took my attack of opportunity, so you can stop hitting me, Barog.
30 right here.
With your sword as you were unconscious.
Alright. So, two of them are going to put the boots to Barag. So,
Kind of figured.
yeah, with advantage. First one hits. With advantage. 24 hits. Alright, so that's 2 failed death saving throws for Barag. As 2 of these monks just lay into Barag. Next up is going to be ranged attacks on Daedalus Hartwell. That is going to be 24.
It definitely is.
Yeah, it might be that moment.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Oh, that's with disadvantage. Alright, so let's see if it hits. Oh, that one might hit as well. 24 on the other monk. As 2 monks see you as they kind of run around the tree, they see you kind of making a beeline out of the skirmish. Both fire and both hit, so let me do damage. 7 points on one and 7 points on the other, so a total of 14 points of piercing damage on young Daedalus Hartwell. You are a human, well, not a human, but a half-elf. Elven, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. An elven pincushion.
Yeah.
Alright, so that is going to end their... Oh, actually, one of them is going to take a movement as well to Terra. Okay. Alright, so now that's going to end their turn. Parag,
Oh.
death saving throw.
I'm not looking.
My last one.
Yeah. Alright, hold on, guys.
What do I need to do to succeed? 10, right?
It's 10 or higher. You've got 2 failed death saves right now. So if you roll a 10 or less,
A 10 is a fail.
10.
Is he able to turn an inspiration if he fails?
No, I'm not able to
Yeah,
turn
no,
inspiration
no,
to on that.
Oh my god.
I'll look at a quick thing that I had open, but I lost, so I apologize.
he's got to roll a 10 or higher.
One success.
All right, a success. So 1 success, 2 fails.
Yeah.
And that is going to end their turn. But Brog. Oh, that was your turn. I'm sorry, what am I doing? Tara, you're up.
I'm gonna pop the cork off the grater.
I figured you would. So that is 44 plus 4. Tara, with very quick hands, takes a flask off her hip belt, pops the cork, pours it down Barag's gullet.
Thank God.
And Barag, you can actually see now your vision that it's actually going from complete black to now gray, dark shapes against the sun as your consciousness begins to take hold.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna end your turn. Tara High Hill.
Yeah, because I can't attack, right? Because that was my action.
That was your action.
Yep.
All right. Next up, yeah, no kidding. Daedalus Hartwell.
I thought I was going to go very far apart, but...
Okay, what's the range on wands?
Depends on the wand.
Wand of Fear.
Wand of Fear is. I'll tell you right now.
I've been waiting so long to
I
hear.
know this kid and his wands, man. He's walking around with an arsenal that he never uses. I have this new for you, Bob. Thank you. No. Alright, so Wand of Fear, yes? Hold up.
Because I got an inventory, but I have like no paper to refer to.
That's okay. It's in the actual.
Sorry, I have it here. Okay, so while holding the Wand of Fear, you can use an action to expend one charge and command another creature to flee or grovel, as if with the command spell with a DC of 15. Or you can use a Cone of Fear. While holding the wand, you can use an action to spend 2 charges, causing the wand's tip to emit a 60-foot cone of amber light. Each creature in the cone must succeed in a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. That is 10 rounds.
And there's no range?
Yeah, 60 feet, bro. 60-foot cone.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
50, 55, 60.
So he's out of range.
He's out of range, but you can actually take movement.
What I want to move closer to them.
You only got to move 1 space forward.
Okay, so I'm gonna just.
There, now he's in 60 feet.
So I'm gonna shoot out a cone.
Okay, so you're gonna use cone?
Yep. How many
All
charges
right.
does it have, by the way?
It should be on the sheet, I believe, right?
Did you hand me those? I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. It's a total of 6 charges. So you're using 2 out of the 6 charges. Make sure you mark that down.
Okay, so I'll put that in.
Because there is a thing to recharge it. So it's important that you keep track of it. Think of it as spell slots.
I'm just gonna use this empty space right here to record that. So
Yep. So let me go ahead and roll some saves, sir. I will let you know they have a +5 wisdom. Yeah. 14 on one, so one of them is right.
Nice.
You motherfucker. Rolled a 1 on the other one.
Oh, yes, they're both
Nice.
frightened.
So they are both frightened.
That's a
So,
good
I saved myself.
yeah, so Daedalus Hartwell, you bring out this wand of fear. The skull at the tip of the wand, the eyes illuminate. A sickly yellow cone of amber light emits from the mouth of the skull at the tip of your wand. Would you like to say anything? Add a little flavor to this?
This is
Well, by the way, I want to be scared of this. This is Wand of Fear, not Wand of Mediocrity.
yeah. This is a hard one. I can get mocking people, but this is making people scared.
Yeah. You can say something like, "Feel the might of Daedalus Hartwell, you bastards," or whatever it is.
Can I do something mocking instead?
Sure.
You guys are running like bitches.
You spent a lot of time at Baldur's Gate. A little too much time, enough
Do I
to
hear
require an
this?
inspiration, though.
Do I hear
Make a perception roll. 1, halfling luck. There you go.
19.
Yeah, you definitely you see this amber light kind of being projected from where Daedalus was, and then all you hear some words, but at the very end you hear Daedalus say bitches, and then
I'm gonna holler, "That's my boy!"
All right. So On their next turn, they are going to take full dashes out of there. So, in one fell swoop, the playing field has completely changed. Thanks to Daedalus Hartwell and his less than often used wands. Alright.
It was like a last ditch effort.
That was a good one, though. You do have movement. You've only used 5 feet of movement, so.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
There you go.
And I'm moving far out. I'm going to start moving this way. And
Sure.
I can start taking pot shots in there.
Okay. Yeah, it's always a good idea to take ranged attacks into melee. I'm kidding. It's never a good idea to do that. Anyway, so is that the end of your turn, Daedalus?
Yes, it is.
The man, the myth, the legend, Kohl, the ineffective. It's your turn. I'm kidding. I felt bad saying it, but I had to say it.
Did you really?
If
No.
anything, it's made me think a little harder about what I need to do strategically.
You need to roll better, dude. You need to roll better. That's the answer.
I need to have a talk with these dice.
I feel like you need to melt those dice.
Those are not the dice I gave you for Christmas, are they? Is one
Yeah,
of
one
them?
of them is this one. Yeah.
I feel. You know what?
Literally,
You know
I've
what?
been mixing it up.
Part of this is on me then. I
Fair
blame
enough.
myself for this.
So I get advantage with this one, right?
You know what? Give me a nice, flashy, son of a bitch gunslinger line. I'll give you advantage on the next attack.
Okay.
I mean, it's gotta be. I'm talking old West Clint Eastwood shit.
Okay. Let me take this shot first. Yeah.
No, not that one.
What about
not that one.
What about the It's High Noon
that's for
Somewhere?
There you go.
That's also
It's high noon somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
1, 2.
And as soon as you say that, you hear from Barak's direction, but it's not here. It's 2:34. All right, take a shot.
Full disclosure, that's actually also a line from.
Okay, sure,
From,
sure.
What's his name?
Some person.
Some dude.
Yeah, it's
From
it's an
McCree.
alternate. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got one more here.
All right.
6. So that's
So
30.
you move
Full
away
movement.
from the monk that was 10 feet away from you. You manage to kind of skirt any sort of offense.
So I am going to take 2 shots.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to spend my last grit point on this one here.
Okay.
And make it-
right into melee. That's good.
Make
Alright,
it
so-
I'm going to make it a winging shot.
Make it a winging shot. Right. I hold on. Let me get the player's guide.
What?
No, nothing.
So is this being implied that I'm going to hit
I'm not
Varag?
saying any, no. I'm not saying. I'm not implying anything.
Well, he does only have 1 death save, so.
Well, no, he's already up.
No, he's up already.
Oh, technically I'm not up. I'm still on the ground.
Well, yeah, you're still on the ground, but you are conscious.
Conscious but laying down still.
Okay, I actually didn't realize that.
Oh.
Yeah. I have to get my ass up off the ground.
Here,
Okay.
we'll have you like this.
In that case, I'm going to actually take 2 shots at this guy that's been chasing me around.
Oh, you sure you don't want to shoot towards Varag's direction?
I kind of want to.
I-
To be honest with you,
I
just
encourage
to,
it.
just to see what happens. You
Yeah,
know, I could
let's
start
do it.
writing names on the bullets too.
Let's-
Oh,
Oh,
freaking range.
Such inspiration, sir. Holy shit.
You're
but
giving out inspiration.
You guys are inspiring me as a DM.
that being said, I am going to attack this other guy that's been chasing me with 2 shots. One of them being a violent shot.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah,
Violence.
last grip point.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, hold on real quick, just so we know real quick. And believe it or not, under range attacks, I don't see anything that says that. It just says range attacks in close combat. It doesn't say which would be obviously disadvantage, but it doesn't say anything about shooting into melee range. But I know somewhere I've read. I'd have to do a little quick research on it if you want.
Sure.
So let me do this real quick. So. Honestly, I don't see anything saying that a miss would hit anybody else in that cluster.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, you can absolutely shoot in that direction.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make a call that a one would jam your gun, but it wouldn't necessarily hit anybody over there because it would jam your gun.
Right.
So. Alright, so if you want to, until I do a little bit more research and find out something more definitive, I'll say, yeah, go for it.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll do that.
Barag is dead! Okay.
Insta-kill. I'll go with the original plan then,
Okay.
and I'll take a shot against this one here.
Alright.
2 shots, one of them being a violent shot, which will increase the disarm score to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the white die.
Go for it.
That's going to be the +1 pistol. Let's roll these one at a time. It's not a misfire.
What is it?
It's 17.
17 important misses.
Okay.
You do have an inspiration.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and...
I'm giving them out like candy today, guys.
So... now it's going to misfire.
Oh, don't tell me that. I would feel like such a dick.
That's on the die. Alright, so that's going to be 28.
That hits.
Okay, so let me make sure I have this right for when I roll damage. I think it's just an extra damage die per
grip point.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So it'll be 2d8 for that shot, and
Mhm.
I'll make the attack for the other shot.
Okay, go for it.
27.
That hits.
Okay, so it'll be 3d8 total.
Go for it. But you're gonna add your dex mod twice because it's 2 separate attacks.
To the damage.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Plus the +1 for the 1 pistols. +1.
Will I add my dex mod to the extra damage die on the violent shot?
Oh no. On the violent shot, yes. On the offhand shot, no. So I'm sorry, I stand corrected. You're gonna add your dex mod once on the violent shot because that's your main one.
Combined dice plus the.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
New class, kids.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and make an extra attack.
Oh,
Take a
okay.
third
So
shot.
why don't we do this damage real quick?
Sure.
Resolve that.
Okay. So it's gonna be just plus dex, right? So
Plus dex.
Okay.
+1.
So 5 is 10, 13. That's 18 damage.
18.
Yeah.
Did you add your dex to it?
Yes.
And did you add the +1 to your main? Because remember your main
I
weapon
did
is +1.
19
+1.
damage.
So 19.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And that is to the one over by Barag, right?
Yeah. The one closest to me, where he's at.
Gotcha.
I'll make the extra attack with the +1 pistol. That's why not. That's 29 on the extra attack.
Yeah.
7 additional damage. So 25
Wow.
total.
Nice, dude. About time. So you see Kohl quickly sidestep one monk, and as he's running, he's kind of shooting at the same time, and 3 shots cut through the air. The one standing right above you, Barag, you see 3 bullets come right out of his shoulder, being shot from behind. Well done, Kohl. Next up is actually going to be them, and they are. These 2 are off the board. they're going to be running for their lives in fear.
Early.
Yes, really. Well, no, they got hit with a fear cone.
Yeah.
So,
No.
yeah, pretty much. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. One there. One is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm not able to make an attack.
You are, but you are going to have to do that at disadvantage because you are prone.
Okay.
So one of the monks by Barag, as Barag is lying on the floor, just recovering, breaks your threat range, so you get to go ahead and roll an attack of opportunity as he's fleeing, running towards...
Don't even bother.
So you miss? Okay.
Yeah.
So the monk kind of jumps as you swing your blade. It kind of jumps and lands on your blade and uses it as a springboard and continues forward towards Kohl. However, Kohl, the monk that was originally fighting you and following you, has finally caught up to you. So we are going to have a couple of attacks here. That's a miss. That's a miss. And that's a miss. 3 misses. So it's almost like, I almost picture it like John Wick with the gung fu.
Yes.
It's almost like the monk is coming at you and he puts his fists up really quick and stands in the karate stance, and then you look at him and you have your guns in your hands and you almost use them as extensions of your own hands, and you get in a defensive pattern, and quickly he takes 3 really quick punches at you, but you're able to kind of block each one and move. So you guys are kind of having this little melee. Next is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. Alright, so one of them is going to take a bow and arrow and shoot at Daedalus Hartwell with a 1. So as soon as he brings back that bowstring, the bowstring bang, kind of snaps right in his hand. And the last one is going to attack Tara Highhill. Shit, man, I'm rolling like shit right now. 15?
No.
15 misses. That is 1 attack, though, however. I'm not going to use a key point, just the regular 3 attacks. Natural 20 for the second attack. And a miss on the third one. So, 10, 15 magic damage.
That would be 6. Then?
So you're going to cut that in half?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. That would be... No. That would be 7.
7. That's right. No, you're right.
So, 3 blows come at you. You kind of see that he kind of telegraphed his hits. The second one does hit you, but you manage to kind of roll with it and take a minimum amount of damage. Well done. Next up, it's actually their turn. That was their turn. So now it's Barag. You're up.
Yay. At least I'm alive.
So you can take half your movement to get from the prone position to the standing position.
Yes.
So you've got 1 monk in front of you, and it's you and Tara side by side.
Just how it always is.
You know what? Take an inspiration. Take an inspiration for that. I like that. A little camaraderie, teamwork.
Side by side, I can't beat it. And I'm going to take all 3 of my attacks on the monk in front of me.
Nice. All right.
These 2 will be.
You know what? You can just identify your offhand one.
Offhand.
There you go. Perfect. That'll make it easier.
Oh!
And
what is that?
And then this 20 and an 18. And then this one he gets to reroll because
you're halfling because of Xanathar's. Thank you.
Yep.
I love that.
And that would be 22.
That hits.
So
3 hits and 1
hit.
crit. So why don't we resolve the 2
Bless
regular
you.
first? Bless you.
Okay. So the crit.
Regular and a regular. So
Yeah.
Barag, pissed off, full of dirt, healing potion gurgling out of his throat, stands up, takes 2 of his swords, see this monk in front of him, and lays right into him.
Yes.
Go for it.
Oh, awesome.
Give me that damage.
Yes. So 2d8. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for the first attack.
Okay.
Actually, 16 because of my +2. This is for the other 2 attacks. So this is the main. That was the main, I mean, and that was the second. My offhand, and that's my main. So 5, 10, 12. And then
Remember,
10.
offhand you don't add your strength mod.
No strength mod. Okay, so 4.
4.
4 for the offhand, and it was 12 for the main.
Gotcha.
Jeez Louise.
So, go ahead and add all this up. Holy moly.
Math.
Alright. So, in quick succession, 3 quick slices. You see on that critical, the hand comes right off. And just kind of falls into the dirt. That is gonna end your turn?
You know what? Yeah, it was.
Alright.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
Alright. It's not stock. It doesn't gain value the longer you hold on to it. Alright, so that's gonna end Barag's turn. Next up, Terra Highhill, Daedalus, you're on deck.
I'm gonna attack using my dual will. 23.
That hits.
Now that we know. God damn it, I'm so pissed. I'm pissed.
I might name this episode Terra's Tears.
21.
Alright, so they both hit.
So freaking pissed. I have no idea how mad I am, guys.
It's alright.
I have no idea how mad. Alright.
You have no idea how mad Sean is.
I'm sorry.
Under that cool surface, he's a raging volcano.
Oh my. 10, 17.
17 plus.
24 total damage, 7 cold damage.
Damn. Okay, that's on the first one?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage on the second one.
Nine, 12, 17, 18 total damage.
Damn, dude. Oof.
Sashimi.
Yeah, no kidding. Well done. Alright, so Terra Highhill. Alright, so quickly with your Farspan dagger and your magic dagger, you take 2 very deep cuts into this monk who just took 3 slices from Barag. And you guys are making short work of this. It looks pretty rough. Next up is going to be Daedalus Hartwell, aka Daedalus the Magnificent.
No, Hartwell the Magnificent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh!
Stay corrected. You know what, guys? That one was really on me.
Advantage on all attacks.
No.
Aww.
So let's see, what's the range on that guy? Still, no, that guy doesn't have his bow anymore, right?
Yeah, he has a bow.
Well, no,
The string. Yeah,
Yeah,
he would have
he
to take
doesn't-
he would take an action to restring the bow. Yeah.
So I could be slightly closer to him.
You can do whatever you want.
So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him, hopefully before he gets to him.
Go for it.
So let's hope that those hit. Come on, hit. 19 plus 8. Or is that hits? 12,
That hits,
13, 14,
yeah.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Duh, that doesn't hit.
20. Duh. No.
20, just miss.
So one of them hits, one of them misses. So we'll go ahead and roll damage on the one that hit. Don't forget to add that modifier because you're invocation.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 total. Nice, dude.
And this is gonna be, well, just to rub salt in the wound. It's gonna be a bow and arrow. Like a bow and arrow. I just summon it out of hands and it
Take
appears.
advantage, sure.
So let's see, so it appears in my hands. I actually draw it like a bow like this and just go.
Wow.
So I
Nice.
shoot him with the
Nice.
eldritch arrow.
Yours broke. Mine doesn't.
Oh.
Very well. Very good. Very good. I like it. All right, Kohl.
Okay. If I disengage, I'm just kind of spinning my wheels. So, I'm going to make 2 pistol attacks against the same monk that I attacked last time.
Okay, the one over by Grog.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Would have been this one. Here.
Oh, this one here?
Oh, okay, go for it.
Alright, so that's one is 28.
That hits.
Other one is gonna be 20.
Just misses. So go ahead and roll damage on the first one. Don't forget that's your +1 pistol.
Yep. So 7 damage.
What'd you roll?
6 plus the 1, so
Plus
7
your
damage.
dexterity modifier, because it's your main weapon.
Oh, that's right.
You all are forgetting to add your dexterity
Well,
modifier.
I wasn't up to this point, but I'm forgetting this is my main weapon.
Okay.
Every time I roll the die, I have to decide which one is which.
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
can,
yeah,
keep
yeah.
that track.
Well, sometimes that's why it's better sometimes to do each attack one at a time. That way you kind of remember
Yeah.
when you're adding that modifier. You know what I mean?
It makes more sense in
Yeah.
this case.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will be 12.
12. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Second end your turn.
No, I'm gonna do an extra attack against it.
Nice.
Now that I think about it. And let me make sure So I'm actually out of ammo on my +1 pistol, so it's gonna be the other one.
Okay.
No, that's not gonna make 17.
17 misses, unfortunately, as the shot goes wide, hits right by the ground, right next to Brog's foot. Next up is going to be them. Okay, so we are going to go stay right there and restring the bow. That's going to be an action. Next, the one that is in melee range to you is again just going. You know what? I'm gonna burn a key point and do stunning strike. I think.
It's a save.
Yeah. That might not have hit. Hold on. No, that hit 21.
That hits.
Okay. All right. So the DC is 15 on that.
Okay, so let me see.
It's a Constitution. No, I'm sorry, 17 on that. It's a con save.
Con save.
Yeah.
17?
Yes.
Oof. Critical fail. But I do have Indomitable. So as a fighter, it says you can re-roll a saving throw that you fail, but you must use the new roll.
Nice.
Once per long rest.
Go for it. This is an important one.
Oh!
All right. So.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. Did I roll the damage yet?
I almost said Halfling Luck too, because technically on all saving throws,
Yeah, but he has to roll a 1 for that.
he did roll
He did
a 1.
roll
You
a
did
one.
roll a 1.
Oh,
So
that's
either,
true, yeah.
so
Oh.
you, yeah.
Yeah, I burned it.
Either way it worked. Did I roll damage for that?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. 4. So 9 total magic damage. So you get hit right on the cheekbone, and you can feel a fracture. And instantly, one eye starts to swell, and for a second, the peripherals on your visual field start to darken, and you manage to kind of fight off the effects. Well done.
How much damage is that?
That is, I believe, 9 points
9 points?
of magic damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled 4, and then they get +5 on there. That is going to end that one's turn. Restring on 1, and 1 is going to attack Terra. We are going to do a stunning strike on you. And we are going to miss. And that is going to end their turn. Yeah, that is going to end their turn. Alright, so it's going to be Barag, and then Terra, you're on deck.
Alright. 3 attacks.
Go for it.
Which one's your offhand?
Offhand will be the same one as last time. This one right here. Offhand. I will turn an inspiration for one of them.
Okay.
I will turn an inspiration for this one. I will take the offhand miss,
Okay.
but I will re-roll this
Your main?
one. Yeah, one of my mains. Which doesn't matter anyways. But 10 hits.
Okay.
So, yeah. That's exactly 21. I calculated 10 or more, I hit.
It's 11, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I rolled an 8. Yes.
Plus
13, 14, 15 total damage.
Alright. Yes. So, still quick. Still managing to evade the majority of your strikes. You do manage to get a slice. And you can see he's still nursing that one missing hand at the wrist. You see panic is starting to set in the very cool demeanor of this monk. He's starting to look left and right, and you think he may be looking for an escape route.
On that note, you want some more? I'm gonna give you some more. Action surge!
So you action surge.
Yeah.
You see an opportunity, a chink in the armor, and you take it. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, 12 hits.
12? Alright, go ahead and roll damage.
8, 9, 10 damage.
10 damage, alright. Okay, alright. Barag with a hell of a round. Terry, you're up. You see Barag doing major damage, hits this monk twice.
Do I see that he's trying to escape? Or?
Yeah. You see the panic kind of set in his eyes now. 2 of his comrades have left the field of battle. One of them is restringing a bow, and and he's got one arm on the ground, or one hand rather on the ground. So yeah, you definitely see that panic starting to kind of set in.
So I'm gonna say, what's it gonna be, boy? We can either end this now peacefully and you lot get out of here, or I kill you.
So he looks at you very quick, his eyes widen. And he stops. And he bows at the waist to you. And then the rest of them kind of stop. And they bow. Never taking their eyes off you.
Leave. I don't want to see you lot again.
So he looks at you, wrapping his wrist. We owe you a debt of honor.
You don't owe me nothing. Just get out of here.
We owe you our lives.
So I sheath my my blades, and I kind of put a hand to Barag to kind of lower. Enough blood's been shed here, lad. Quite frankly, I'm tired of it, and I got a date.
We owe you this. We were hired by the guild.
Your name?
I cannot say.
Fair enough. Thank you for your information. And so I bowed back to him.
So they take off. Quickly, they are double timing it. And the 2 that are left are helping the one that is injured. Soon enough,
I yelled to them, you better go find your friends. They ran off that way.
Alright, Daedalus adding insult to injury. So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna make my way towards the cart to see what's left of our loot.
Your loot is pretty widespread. I mean, the cart essentially crashed.
Yeah.
It's pretty widespread, but make an investigation.
Just him or all of us?
One of you with advantage. Whoever has the highest investigation can make it with advantage because this is a group effort. You are all looking for scattered coin.
It's not me, so.
Who's got the highest investigation? What's your investigation?
I have 3.
No, what's your
Plus-
total score? Oh, it's plus 3?
Plus 3.
Okay, what's your investigation?
His is
Nah, don't pick
is
me.
bad.
Cole.
I just got a 1.
Okay. Plus 3 it is, right?
Yeah, you're the
Alright,
best.
so you have advantage, so go ahead and make a roll.
I do one at a time because I don't want to jinx it. I'm old school that way.
I'm old school too, man. I roll one at a time too.
19. 20.
20 modified?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It takes you the better part of an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But you are able to recover all of your treasure. However, it's a pretty decent distance back to Baldur's Gate. I mean, it's not days. It's probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours back to the gate with all of this treasure.
So do we have
And
it all like
so-
in bags and stuff?
What time is
In
it?
large sacks.
Okay, so according to the shrunken head before, it was like 2:30. So by
Yeah.
the time we get back, it'll be.
And I'm gonna pull out the shrunken head. Hey, what's the time, bud? And we'll shake him.
It's 2:42, jackass.
God, you really are annoying.
But
No wonder he wanted
I say
to kill
thank
you.
you to the head for telling us the time, though. It's like, hey, thanks, man.
You're welcome, Daedalus Hartwell.
And I bow to him.
I'd bow to you, but I've got no body. I'm just a head. Can't you see I'm just a head, Daedalus Hartwell? Can't you see that?
Oh, don't worry, lad. We can see it. But thank you, my dear.
Do you need to know where north is?
Actually, yes.
It's to your right, jackass.
And to you, Jackass Jr.
Ugh. Ugh.
You trust that thing to give you directions?
It always knows north.
I always know north. That's true, Daedalus.
So, you wouldn't lie to us.
He can't read.
Not about that.
Maybe about other things.
Yes, it's true.
So,
Sure, and I toss him back in the pack.
Sure.
alright, boys. Let's make haste. Kohl, you didn't have to help, but we'll pay you for whatever it's worth. For your time and, of course, your skills. Now, let's go.
So we gather it all up, and
Yeah.
I bust out a certain fly statue.
As you do that, off in the distance, you guys see a contingent of Flaming Fist mercenary guards making their way towards you with a couple of carts. What do you guys do?
So I'm gonna kind of like wave them down.
Okay.
I put the fly statue away. I was like, yeah, we'll need this then.
Okay. So they see you and they stop and they nod over to you. One of them you recognize. He's certified many a bounty for you within the city, and his name is Aldrich.
Aldrich.
And Aldrich looks at you and he says, Kohl, we saw you had a bit of trouble in the city.
Yeah, a bit of trouble out here too.
Yeah, well, we came as soon as we can gather some boys.
Yeah, seems like you guys have been arriving just a little bit too late recently.
Oh, a little wise. You know what, next time you need somebody to certify a bounty, why don't you ask somebody else?
I think I'll make my money one way or another.
I'm sure you will. I'll never play dice against you. And he throws you a water skin.
So I open it up and I inspect the inside to make sure that there's water in
It's
there.
clean. It's water.
It's clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually cold.
So I take a swig and hand it back to him and just pat him on the shoulder and start loading up some of the
So they help
treasure.
you. Yeah, they help you. He says, what's going on, Kohl? I don't understand. These guys in red. You heard of them?
The guys that we were just dealing with?
Yeah.
Not of them particularly. I'm sure I have an idea of what they may be after, though, just to say all of our lives.
I need you to make... actually, both of you. I need you guys both to make perception rolls. No, make a general intelligence roll, but with advantage. Because this has to do specifically with Baldur's Gate, kind of your home stomping ground.
17.
17.
19.
19. Okay, you both know that there is a monastery of monks just off of the main city of Baldur's Gate. They don't wear crimson, they don't wear red. They are a monastic order. They stay within Candle Keep, which is like the lighthouse, the main lighthouse for Baldur's Gate. And they are basically in charge of storing knowledge. There's a giant library within Candle Keep, and they are specifically charged with rewriting texts of religious and scientific nature, maps. Nautical maps can be found there.
Candle Keep?
Candle Keep, yeah. Okay. And they are an order of monks there. For the most part, they are considered to be very benevolent, very intelligent monks. They serve the community as much as they can without ignoring their sworn duties to the keep itself and the library.
Okay. So I say to Aldrich, seems like we were dealing with a bunch of monks. Seems like maybe the guild has gotten to the guys over in Candle Keep.
You think this is the guild?
I'm pretty damn sure this is the guild. I've been dodging them for 6 months, and see, I met these folks here, and we have a common enemy in the guild. They're after all of us. So.
Well, not just after you. I mean, they're after everybody within Baldur's Gate. They're looking to take over.
Seems like it. I don't trust anyone. It includes any of your boys. No offense.
I don't blame you. I don't trust you more than I can throw you.
It's mutual then.
All right. Well, I've been to Candle Keep maybe 3 or 4 times. I don't really see them pulling anything like this, to be honest with you. I mean, you definitely can check it out. So it's worth investigating.
I think I'll have a word with them. Or 2.
All right. You guys need help bringing this back?
That would be great.
Where do you keep all this crap?
Well, seems like that's half of the problem.
Yeah.
You know there's a bank, right?
If you wouldn't mind, lad, just directing us to where this bank is, be much appreciated.
It's in the merchant quarter, of course.
I think it might be possible for some of your boys to give us an escort. I hardly want to be rolling.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
That's your forte, right?
In theory, it's
You've been rolling like shit tonight, so who knows?
It is my forte on paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Persuasion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, you know what? It's actually not really my forte, because my forte is more dex wisdom based.
I thought, for some reason, insight and deception. Right.
Those are... So insight because it's wisdom. Deception and charisma, or deception and persuasion being charisma, I got a +2. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Make a roll.
Let's see. 14.
Okay. So he goes, I'll tell you what. I will go ahead and escort you lot to safeguard your valuables. I don't really want to spend my time and city resources chasing down your stuff. So, we'll get you in there under escort, of course, into the merchant quarter. We'll get you to your bank. Can't guarantee that you'll get back in to get access to your money. I mean, it is the merchant quarter, but...
We have access, my dear.
Well, then why am I taking you?
Well, he doesn't.
Alright, well then she can take her own money to the merchant quarter.
Well, what do you think could happen between here and the merchant quarter?
Well,
we barely
okay.
got outside of our inn, and...
That's fair. We'll take you there. Alright, so, why don't you guys get up in the cart, and we'll go.
Alright, sounds like a fine idea. We owe you a drink, lad.
It's my job, man.
So, I kind of nod to Daedalus and to, Brog. Okay, you lot, let's go.
Me first. Not jumping.
You guys are bleeding.
Yep.
You guys are injured. Kohl, your eye is starting to swell shut. Daedalus, you look like a human pincushion. Barag, you are death's door. One failed death Save throw away. So you all need to see an apothecary. You are bleeding.
Can I use medicine to kind of like bandage up?
Yeah, absolutely. I will say, yeah, sure. I mean, you're not going to regain hit points,
Yeah.
but I will say you can use your medicine kit in this instance. Sure. No need to roll. You just say that
Okay.
you're using it.
Yeah.
Normally it's used to stabilize somebody who's dying, like Barag. However, in this case, considering you guys are all in rough shape, I will say that you use it to just kind of stop bleeding holes, mostly in your warlock. Yeah, absolutely. So it doesn't take you long to get to Baldur's Gate. There's a line of people on the left and the right sides of the street who have kind of seen the commotion. And literally it was Kohl gunning down Bentley, and minutes later, it was Kohl and Valor's Ransom running after ninjas. So, so all of that literally happened within a span of 5 minutes. So, but you make it back. There's still, there's still the Bentley crowd, and now Greer Nordsock is, talking to a couple of the Flaming Fist mercenaries, mostly telling him what he saw when you guys had taken off after the loot. And as you walk, as you are escorted to the merchant quarter, they stop off at the gate. All right, little lady, there's your merchant quarter.
Hey, thank you. And so I pass him a gold piece and start to head on in.
So just go ahead and mark that off on your inventory.
Yep.
And they help you unload all the gold. So you see, as they're unloading, you see the guard of the merchant's quarter kind of looking at Aldrich, and he's like, "Hey, you can't leave all this here. What is this shit about?" And he's like, "Well, this lady says she's got access, so let her in." And he's looking at her. He's like, "I ain't never seen her before. She's got no access."
We did talk to Rodtail. If you don't like it...
Rodtail ain't here.
What do you mean he ain't here?
Sod off. You ain't on the list.
And so I'm gonna look to Barag.
Well, you better sod off and talk to Rodtail.
Hey, you. Fuck off.
No, you fuck off or this sword's going through your face.
Really?
Yeah, because you need to talk to Rodtail.
So you see Aldrich kind of...
Turn tail.
No, he actually goes to the side of the guard.
Mm.
And you see him, put his hand on his sword. He kind of looks over to Kohl, and he looks over to Barag, and he goes, "I think you need to go to an apothecary. I offered to take you into the merchant's quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You told me no. So now you can fuck off."
Alright. That is fair enough. Obviously, we've got misinformation. And obviously, our dwarf doesn't know the manners here at Baldur's Gate just yet.
When Rodtail or one of the four dukes say you can go in, then you can go in. Nobody said shit yet.
Alright, that is fair enough. Aldrich, yes?
Yeah.
Alright.
Kohl, sometimes you try to be a nice guy.
Oh, well, how about you guys just let us through this time and we forget about this? I mean, you don't want this. Look at this pile of gold. You don't want this is a sitting duck in the middle of your town. Your boys are gonna come running.
This guy is lucky I don't run him through right now.
Yeah, well, you know how
He should be in chains.
Everybody's got a mouth on him in this city. We're just trying to get our business done. We don't want your boys falling trying to
Persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Persuasion.
+2 again. Okay. That's good. 8.
8. All right.
Yeah.
So he goes, "You know what, Kohl? I think I've helped enough."
Can I...
Till next
But
time,
then-
then, Aldrich. I just
Till
kind of
next
nod
time.
at him.
Till next time. There's plenty of work for you.
Yeah,
if you want to
seems
go
like
see
it.
the constable.
All right.
So, I'm gonna kind of interject. Why don't I let me boys go to the apothecary, like you said?
It's in the lower city.
I'm sure, Kohl, if you wouldn't mind taking me boys down, I'll pay you extra. Double. Even. If you just take them to the apothecary. And you, lad, we'll just drop this stuff off at the bank like Kohl said.
I'm not going into the merchant quarter.
Can I try and make a persuasion with him?
At disadvantage.
But I have advantage, so would it count off? I mean,
How do you have
proficiency.
advantage?
I have a proficiency on it. No?
it would be a disadvantage.
Dang it. Okay. I'll try.
Sure.
19. Okay then. Oh well. It was worth a shot.
So, are we done here? Can I get on with my patrol? You know, I came to help you out.
Alright. Fair enough. And I'm gonna look toward Brog. You and I need to talk.
No, we have no talking to do. He was rude. So
I'm gonna just
He goes-
kind of like...
So he goes, hey, fuck off. I was just doing my job.
yeah, well, your job fucking sucks anyways, and I walk
Oh,
away.
is that right?
Yeah, douchebag.
Oh, so that's like wow. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do.
How plays it?
So you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh.
as your nose just goes splat.
What race is this guard?
Human.
Human. Okay.
So you see, like, even after he punches Barag, he kind of goes, even with his gauntleted fist, he goes, ah, now fuck off.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and just like head on with our gold and all that.
I'm gonna look at my alchemy jugs and, you know, make it fill with ale.
Sure.
Take a swig and be like, heh, he calls that a punch.
So as you're walking away, I need Daedalus, Barag, and Terra. I need you guys to make perception check.
18.
I believe it's gonna be a 17 for me.
Okay. Daedalus?
I
Yeah.
think a 14.
14. Okay, the four of you. As you're walking away, the Alder's talking to the merchant quarter guard, and you hear the merchant quarter guard say, "Those Valor Ransom folks, they ain't shit, are they?" As you guys are kind of walking away.
So, I'm gonna turn to Brog. I don't care if you don't want to talk to me, but I'm gonna make you talk. Now shut up and follow my lead.
Aye, fine. I'll be on my best behavior. Just for you.
We need to have a talk.
Yeah,
And so, I'm gonna start walking with,
What do you do with all that gold? You got sacks of loot.
mhm.
There's no other banks in the city besides in the
Just in the merchant quarter.
Yeah,
Just in
the
merchant
merchant quarter.
Most people in the lower cities don't really earn enough to warrant
A bank.
a bank.
Yeah.
Most people just live like paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth, you know.
What do you suggest we do there, Tara?
Well, we need to get to an apothecary. This man needs his money. Yes, Kohl?
I'll take my money, but I don't know what you guys are gonna do dragging this haul around town.
Well,
You're gonna have every outfitter and thief and rogue in the entire city on you.
I know most of every rogue here.
That well,
We take our chances.
There's no honor among thieves in this city.
That's what you think, boy. So,
Take an inspiration for that. Spoken like a true urban bounty hunter.
Well, I suppose I'll take mine. I think I can at least protect that as long as I'm around you guys. I'll do my best to protect the rest of it. But as we saw back there, I'm not sure it'll be enough.
Probably not until we can get back into the merchant quarter, which we will be back anyways tonight. So long as somebody, and I'm going to turn to Barog, learn some manners, which he will learn very quick after our discussion. And I kind of give like the most annoyed, pissed off look imaginable back to Barog. And you seriously smell. And then, so, I'm gonna start heading to the apothecary.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow suit because, you know, I'm just bleeding all over the ground.
Yeah, you're all in pretty rough shape.
Yeah.
I just bandaged you up.
No, you're still in rough shape. I mean,
I know, but I mean, like,
that's just,
his nose is, like, split again, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's, like, really...
Cole's got one good eye, one eye that's starting to swell.
I'm using my one good eye to like polish my guns up and reload them a little bit. So.
Yeah.
It's a flesh wound, I'm fine.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and pick up at the apothecary next week, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Well done. Loot has been secured.
Yeah, thank God.
For the time being.
For the time being. It's a big city and people are desperate.
Yeah.
Yep.
People are very desperate. Brog, you know what's funny? The session before, you said, I want to look for a bank. You failed the roll, and you never looked for a bank after that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I remember specifically thinking to myself, is he gonna drop this? Is he not gonna
Find the bank.
find the bank? So I had to jump on it.
Yeah.
I had to jump on it. Anyway, believe it or not, I had so much more to get through tonight.
I believe it.
This was supposed to be just a real short skirmish.
They were tough. Well,
They were tough.
Yeah, those monks, dude.
For a second, you know what turned the tide? The wand.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If it weren't for that wand, it would have been dunzo for Valor's Ransom.
Especially me.
I think I made 3 attacks that entire time. It's like this is
You just had really shitty rolls.
It's really
man.
bad.
I've never seen anything like it.
all different kinds of
You
dice.
need to go visit like a church, then you need to go to a witch doctor and
You get my dice
go
consecrated.
buy yeah. Go buy a dream catcher and then put it above your bed. Do whatever you need
Whatever
to do.
works.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm done with
All
the
right,
mechanics,
guys. We had a blast playing Valor's Ransom and Gunslinger versus Ninjas.
Yeah.
So we'll be here next week for episode 22 of the story thus far. We hope you guys had a great time listening. And that's it. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Yay!
Peace out. Booyah.
Booyah!